In the adventuring category, what about adventuring feels real, necessary, or important to you? And I guess you could change out adventuring for sky pirating, but I mean, it's all encompassing. You know what I'm saying? All right. So while you ruminate on that question, does anybody for a third hero point, but not a third hero card, because that's still not working, want to sum up what happened last week? If you do, go ahead and roll d20 in the chat. Might be a nice time for rerolls because you're in the middle of a fight in an enemy fortress. Okay. Gold leaf. All right. Got a 1. Going once. Going twice.
I feel like due to the party's name, I have to respect it.
All right. Goldleaf, you've won the roll. Tell us weapon last week. I will click 17 times to show your artwork while you do so. Almost there. Hey! You might be muted? Question mark?
Oh, he's just signing.
He's what?
You guys hear me?
Now I can hear
Yes.
you, yeah.
Okay. Stupid sound settings.
You gotta stop throwing your headset every time you get a nat 1, bro. Like, seriously. Alright.
My guy called me out
Listen,
like that.
what happened? What happened?
Well, last time on Skyhaven, we had left Port Eclipse to go search for our kidnapped crewmates and friends. The kidnappers are the Dawnbeak Raiders, and we had learned previously that they had a hideout at an abandoned shrine, I believe to Sarenrae. That was a couple days travel from the port city. So as we flew across the skies, we encountered a couple of different interesting locations, but nothing that we probably want to interact with just yet. There was one that was, I think it was a whole bunch of crystals, but that's guarded by guardians. There's another one that was a storm island, which is guarded by elementals. There's a little bit of a theme there. But on the third day, I believe, we actually reached the area where the hideout was supposed to be. And it's not a very nice place. Skies are dark. It's cold. My little plant self is shivering like mad. And I guess this place is also cursed, haunted. Not entirely sure. It's just giving me the heebie-jeebies. So probably want to get in and out as quickly as possible. Getting in though, that was a bit of a discussion, and we came to a conclusion via Jade's suggestion. If we went through the bottom, apparently this floating rock may have a different type of entrance as opposed to just coming at them from the front. So we took our ship underneath, and lo and behold, there was an entrance there. Small cave, but we wanted to make sure that once we get in, we approached without any issue. Parking the ship was fine. Climbing up there, bit of a challenge. We had to ferry some people up and down in order to get the whole party in there.
That's not how I remembered.
You know, I was gonna leave that out to save some grace, but
I appreciate it.
But once we actually got to the entrance itself, we decided to go with the help me plan, where Captain Jade approached the pirates that were actually inside and posed as a traveler that was in need of help. And once they were suspicious from the jump, so we didn't exactly get an ambush on them, but we've started hostilities, and now we find ourselves in a fight.
Yeah, that sounds about right. Go ahead and take your third hero point, and my deepest respect. All right, so
Whoa! Can I cash that in for not getting crit today?
I don't think that's how that works. But there are cards that we used to be able to draw from a deck that would provide that benefit. Does anybody want to get a D3 Factspiration die they could add to any dice roll? If you do, go ahead and roll D20 into chat.
What was the question?
Oh, the question is, what about adventuring feels real, necessary, or important for you? All right, we got a 7 from Songbow. Going once, going twice. All right, Songbow to you.
So what about adventuring feels real, necessary, or important to Songbow? Songbow had just returned to the city after a very long absence before joining up with the party, and he was beginning to have a panic attack about being back and having to explain where he was. And he just really didn't want to do that. So what is necessary about this is that it's keeping me from confronting things about myself that I don't want to.
Okay.
It's an avoidance strategy.
Sounds good. All right, you may ask the same question of any willing PC or any NPC you've met during your adventures.
Skill of roasting.
Okay.
Also immediate.
Let's see. Skelebrosif. What feels real? Okay. Well, when he was alive, it was about the babes. that's what it was all about. It was about not having to stick around in one town for too long. You know, getting your bone on, as it were, and then rolling out to the next small town tavern owner's daughter, etc., etc. All that changed when he fell in love with this genie. Got bamboozled. Now, what matters the most is Skelebrosif. What is the most real thing about adventuring? Staying sane. That seems like he wants to stay busy. He wants to stay busy so that he doesn't lose his mind, which is a thing that can happen to skeletons if they, because they don't have brains, so they're very very much like a spirit piloting a bone robot, and that spirit could get a bit upsetty, lost, confused. It's a tough existence. So yeah, he likes to stay busy, find knowledge, read books. Feed the need, as it were, but in a different way now. In a different way. All right, so that's that. You guys have. And it's always a travesty when I see this. One Fanspiration left in your Fanspo bot. Do you want to spend it for a buff this week?
Spend
or
it.
you... Whoa, alright.
Yeah, I think spend it.
Okay. Alright.
It's not like we're fighting a dungeon of pirates right now.
Yeah, alright. We'll zero them out, and then I'll throw minor buff out there for Skelebrosif. Oh, it looks like... Oh, that's sad. Looks like my interface is dark gray on black now when I try to access tooltips. That's going to be fun. It's always every day, because I'm on Foundry a lot. Every day in Foundry 13, it's like that movie, that Tom Hanks movie, Money Pit. I don't know if anybody's seen that movie. It's a great movie, but they buy like a badass house, but the house is just like garbage. And like every 10 minutes something breaks in the house. Sometimes horrifyingly, sometimes hilariously. Yeah, that's the vibe. It's just like you go to like open a door and the door just falls forward, kills your cat. You know what I mean? That's kind of where we're at. All right. Let's draw this card, which I can't actually do because the mod that allows you to put cards onto the table hasn't been updated to 13. All of the other mods that have to do with cards were updated, so I can at least manually look in the deck of cards and then grab one for you guys. It's good stuff. All right.
Grab the best one for us.
All right, I'm trying. All right. 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. The Waxworks. That's a spooky one. All right. Let's see. I can tell you what, the waxwork's a real bad one if you're in my Monday game. Just saying. The waxworks is the waxworks is constitution based, so everybody loves some free hit points. You know what I'm saying? Everybody loves some free.
Hell yeah, that's my casting stat.
Yeah. So the waxworks is chaotic evil. It means a place of helplessness and physical entropy, torture, and imprisonment. When misaligned, it means an abundance of energy at a crucial moment that changes all. So, as a chaotic evil card, you could burn your +1 Constitution bonus to cast a friendly fire required void-based fireball spell. Unfortunately, you guys are still level 3, so it's only going to be a level 1 fireball, but I guess if you really needed some AoE, you could do that. You have to hit at least one ally. I think you can include yourself as the ally. The other benefit is you could burn your +1 Constitution bonus to get a to know that when you roll your next fort save, that fort save will be 1 degree of success higher than it would normally be. So it's a little tricky though, because then you lose the +1 con that you would have had on the save, because technically you should get rid of the buff before you make the roll, because anyways. But yeah, that's what it does. All right, with all that sorted, I guess we'll jump back into this fine adventure. Inside this ruined temple of Sarenrae, in a hex known as the Abyssal Chasm, a place not so far away from Terranathus that has a thin place between the Shadowlands and, the Nether. It can't be called the Nether Realm. I'm trying to remember the revised name. It's the Shadowfell, y'all. It's the Shadowfell.
No, it's the Nether from Minecraft.
It's so hard to come up with anything that isn't used by somebody for something, but that's all right. All right, let's get some combat music. Yeah. Oh shit! I was supposed to set it on you guys. Hold on. I'll just do it here. I'm gonna grab everybody. Not you. You're a bad guy. And we'll go here and con. There we go. All right. All right.
You know what would be a fun mechanic for the Void Fireball is that it goes up by 1 increment of damage for every friendly fire that occurs.
Oh, for every friendly? Oh, I love that. That's really good. Wow. Dang, bro. That's good. All right, we'll update that. That's canon now. It's canon. So it's equal to half your level rounded down, but the level of the spell will increase by 1 for every friendly ally. Additional. Yeah, every additional friendly ally. Oh, I love that. That's really good. All right. According to this, we ended, I think, right after Cloudhoof, right? And Cloudhoof, none of your shit was working. Is that what was going on? And then I looked into that, and I could not figure out why none of your shit was working.
Shit.
Honestly, even if I had fixed it, it probably would have broke again because Foundry 13. But my advice is the dice tray. We're just use dice tray.
Okay.
Yeah, like we're getting there. Like I do see light at the end of the tunnel. Like eventually we're either gonna know that we have to drop some of our mods, or the mods will catch up with us. But all right, that brings us to Shadeling Cern. All right, so Shadeling is a dragon. So you guys are pretty cooked. You know what I mean? Like, yeah.
We're still on home screen.
Ah, shit balls. Okay, hold on. Activate. Eh?
Better.
I'm still loading up, sorry.
No worries. Okay, so let's see. What's this little bastard got? He's got a breath weapon. Wow, he is actually a dragon. Okay. I was just talking shit. Let's see.
What's this little bastard got? Well, first off, my name's Songbo.
The problem is he can't get any closer to you guys with that fire lit. Doesn't like that. All right, he's gonna fly. He's gonna fly past. So it's gonna go here. Jade, everybody can see this. As the little critter flies past the campfire, it closes its little eyes and it makes a grimace on its cute little face. Like, ooh, too bright. Then it flies down this hallway. Alright. And then how long is your breath weapon, bro? Oh. Wait. Spits a ball of black liquid that explodes into a cloud of frigid black shadows. Well, that's dope as hell. This attack is... Oh my god. Okay. That's what we're gonna do. Alright. So, it attempts to counteract light. Wow. Alright. So, 5-foot radius burst ain't that big, though. I think that's like a 2x2, right? Best case scenario. Okay. So would he hurt his own friendo? Yeah, I mean he's evil. Okay.
We rolled chaotic evil for our card.
Yeah, right. So these 4 spaces right here, that includes the hateful campfire. I need reflex saves from his shadow breath.
I can't see him. Does that include me?
No. It's just these 4.
Oh, just the camp. Oh, got it.
Yeah. All right. And let's see. Cloudhoof, you do not have to make the save. I need Jade, Loritz, Thoughtful Pirate, and that's it. Him baby. Alright, so we got a fail from Thoughtful Pirate and Loritz. We got a pass from Jade. And then I'm going to try and counteract this here fire. This campfire. So I'm going to roll with a +10. Set the campfire to 15. Alright, campfire is out. Plunging everyone into darkness. Also, here's the 3d6 cold damage. Because shadows are cold. So it's going to be 7 for Loritz and Thoughtful Pirate. And then Jade, you would take half. And then mitigated by any resistance you might have. Alright. Thoughtful Pirate on the ground. But behind the mask, you hear him shout, God damn it, Shadeling! And that is Shadeling's turn. Oh, Shadeling also cannot get its breath weapon back for 2 rounds.
Heck yeah, I found my stance primal aspect back.
Hell yeah. I mean, I totally fixed it for you. I don't.
It did look like there was a link that got fixed because something was not.
Okay.
I didn't have the ability to do. They added the stance keyword in front of it.
Okay.
I think that may have.
I'm amazed that Battle Zoo has the time and the morale to be updating their stuff with what they're dealing with right now. But anyways, we don't have time to talk about it. All right. So Mischievous Pirate is up. So here's the thing. This is it too dark to see, or can you guys still see?
Outlines.
You can only see outlines? Oh, okay, you have dark vision, you can see. Okay, got it. Alright.
I don't have dark vision, I don't think, but I can see a little bit.
A little bit? Ooh, no, I selected your mini. You could just see circles, right, of like people.
So I mean, like, so I can see where it, like, I can see shadows where it cuts off, but then like I can see the map is just super dark.
Oh, okay, so it's gonna be low light. All right. So that means that ranged attacks, are gonna have a chance to miss entirely. Basically, everyone's going to be treated as concealed against ranged attacks. All right, this guy is going to step forward and he's got a general sense of where Jade is. So here we go. Let's see. I just want to check one thing real quick.
It's funny, those two guys are still untargetable. I guess maybe because they're not. I can't see them. Maybe.
Maybe.
I can't target this one.
Same.
This
Oh, you
guy
guys
I
were having
can
that same
see.
problem last week, right? Where it was
And
only
this
target
guy,
for some reason.
I could
Yeah.
target the mischievous one, but the other two, their nameplate doesn't even show up when I scroll over them.
So strange. Okay.
Yeah.
All right.
But they do
So.
highlight in the encounter tracker.
All right. If you can't see in dim lights, if you don't have low light vision, everything is concealed from you. Oh, not just ranged. Okay. Wow. All right. So, Jade, I'm gonna make you concealed against this dude's attack. All right. And let's see. He had already pulled out his weapon. He steps forward. Okay. Yeah, he'll go ahead and attack with his cutlass. All right, that is going to be a hit, despite the conditions he's fighting in. Ooh, a pretty big hit. All right, and then he will follow up with a trip. There we go. Alright, so then he trips you and knocks you prone. Okay.
You know, he didn't have to do that.
Yeah, but, you know,
You
what
could
if
have
he has...
chose not to.
Oh, I see. I have 30 years of experience of being guilted by players. I'll be okay. Play passes to Gold Leaf.
So we're at the ledge. It's an action to get up.
It's one action to pull yourself up, no check required.
All right, done.
Alright.
And I would move yes to here, but I'm going to continue moving to here.
Okay.
So that's going to be 2 actions, and then last action, I'm wearing a hooded lantern, so I'm going to turn on.
Oh, okay.
I don't know if we have the light mod or whatever.
Hold on. Hooded lantern. Nope.
Oh,
I've got...
lights.
There's no button on the hooded lantern that, like, turns the light on and off? Hold on. How's that? I turned flashlight on for you. Here, I'm gonna let me do it again. There you go. So now wherever you aim your token, because you know hooded lantern, like that's where it'll show up,
all right, then.
right? Or did it not move? Oh yeah, it did. All
That
right.
moves over. It's pretty awesome.
God, it's so bright.
It's supposed to shine out to 30 feet, and then
Oh, I got
dim light for
you.
another
Bro.
30.
All right. 30.
All right. Actually, I had that, so I'll move this corner. Actually, forget that. I'll stick here. That's it.
Okay. All right.
That's reactions.
Nice. Captain Jade, you're up. Well, you're actually down, but you know it's your turn.
You're so funny. So can I cast spells while down, or do I have to stand up?
No, you can cast spells on the ground. I'd love for you to do that.
Oh, would you?
Mhm.
I have a feeling that's probably not a good thing then.
Eh.
It's just one action to stand up, right?
It is. It is.
Cool. I'm gonna do that. I don't know how to make myself look like. Wait a second.
All right. So as
Do
you go
these
to,
guys have the thing that it's not an opportunity attack? What the hell is that?
well, you're about to find out. So as you stand up, you don't have concealed anymore because someone has you brightly lit for everyone to see. This guy on the ground is gonna slash out at you as you stand up. But in Pathfinder, in Galarian society, you always wait for someone to get all the way up to their feet before you reactive strike them, because it's just more polite. All right, here we go. It's gonna attack with that cutlass.
And miss, right?
Yep.
Yeah.
All right, and then this one is gonna go ahead and attack you as well.
But he's gonna miss too, because now he can see how strikingly beautiful I am.
Oh shit.
Damn it.
I guess not. All right, here's some damage for you. All right, 7 damage, and then you may continue your turn.
Man, that was so nice of them. So nice.
What if I told you they're bad guys?
You know, that was still nice of them to wait until I strode all the way up, though.
I know, that is, yeah. I think that's a little too soft, but, you know, that's fine. All right.
Considering how squishy my character is, I think I'm gonna move away.
Okay.
And then... I can't lay on hands myself, can I?
You can. Unless it says other creature.
Okay, it just says if someone is other than yourself, they get a +2 status bonus. Okay, so I can still do myself. I think that I am going to do that, so I don't die.
Okay. All right, very nice.
Oh,
12
yeah.
points of healing. And that's 1, 2, and 3. All right, Songbow, to you.
All right, so one action, yoink myself up. Right, one action.
Yeah.
Where does that put me? Like, is that just the space that I'm in?
Yeah, just where you are. It's basically attacks to start the fight, because everybody's kind of pulling themselves up to the ledge.
And do I count as like? Well, me
Squeezing
being
and
in
stuff?
this,
Yeah, don't worry about that. But yeah, like the B team doesn't count against you, but currently Isaac and Cloudhoof are off. Well, Cloudhoof is there. So if you can't stay in the space.
But I'm 2 sizes small. No, you gotta be fucking 3 sizes smaller.
3 sizes in the system.
don't you?
Yeah. What you could do,
right.
if Cloudhoof consented, is you could mount Cloudhoof. But then Cloudhoof would have one
That
less
would also
action.
be an
He'd have
action,
one
right?
less action on his turn. Yeah, it would be another action to mount him, and then he would have one less action on his turn.
That's true. I could use an action to mount you, and then also rob you of an action, leading to the party having a total of 2 less actions to do things with.
I mean,
What do you
there's that,
think?
yeah.
If I said it sounded like a good idea, I'd be lying.
Just picturing the One Piece group building their assemblable no action economy.
All right, where do you want to?
Is elemental blasting while hanging worse or better than elemental blasting while in the same place as Cloud?
You will be off guard while hanging, but you could elemental blast while hanging if you wanted to.
You know what?
What?
Yeah, I'm gonna do that.
Hell yeah!
I want to target this guy that I can't click on. Thoughtful Pirate 1.
That's on the ground there? Okay, gotcha.
Yeah. And then this is going to be a 2-action elemental blast.
Okay. 15, even with him being -2 AC from being prone and off guard, does not hit.
God damn it. Alright.
Only you had a way to add a little bit more to the roll.
Oh, that's true. If only I did.
Oh, well.
Like this 1d3, for example.
Oh, okay. All right.
Oh, that's pretty
so
cool.
an
I was able to
18
roll it
hits.
straight from the.
Yeah.
Oh, that was nice. Fantastic.
So give me some damage. Oh, and then you're
Alright,
gonna
this
fly up. Oh,
is
man, big
electricity
brain,
damage.
bro. Big brain.
Why? What the fuck are you talking about?
It says right here, if you have a fly speed. Sorry.
I have abilities that give me one later.
Yeah,
but
yeah,
I
okay.
definitely don't have that yet.
All right, and you can't stride because you're hanging off a cliff, and you can't step. Okay.
What I want to ask if I can do...
Wait, why didn't you pull yourself up, use it, and
Because
then
I
it says
forgot,
before...
I fucking forgot about the ability crash. That's
All right,
why.
well let's just have you do it then. Here you go.
Okay. See, perfect. Everything exactly as I planned it.
Yes, exactly as I planned all along.
That's all through my actions. I'm done.
All right, beautiful, great job. All right, Isaac, to you.
All right. So I'm going to use my action to pull myself up.
All right.
That puts me like there, or
You where you were, yeah, but then you gotta move out of Cloud Hoof space. I got another big boy coming, or a big girl, I should say, on my Tuesday game that's starting next week. Someone's playing a Minotaur. They have no idea what they're getting into.
Oh, I pity them.
In this dungeon crawl heavy campaign.
Yeah, I am very much having to look at the Minotaur feats for the ones that let you shove people on your, as long as your allies allow you, you can shove past them on your turn.
Yeah.
But it's a feat you have to take for it.
All right, so that would be 2 Pac-Mans to get up and away from Cloud Hoof to have your own space. You can keep moving, and you can move through allies with no penalty. So it's really, you have more movement left if you want to use it.
I don't want to be in the line of fire.
Oh, okay.
But
Well,
I do want to throw something at someone. There's this one. So what?
Yeah.
You know what I'll do? I am going pull out a versatile vial.
Okay.
I'm going to fire damage, and then I'm going to strike this one here.
Okay. All right. You can see most of them. You know where he is. So, yeah, that's going to hit. Even with some soft cover from the lighting. So go ahead and give me some damage.
There's no one close to him, so I would like to splash damage anyone around them.
I
don't think there is anyone.
There was no one there, but if you want, you could set their bedroll on fire.
That's fine.
Okay. Let's see. Damage. Did you take some damage, little buddy? You did. Okay. And then fire. Let's see. Fire whiz. Fire token effect. Oh, I would need an actual fire on the map there. Damn. I used to have a map, a thing that did that a long time ago. All right.
Back in my day.
It's sad.
Cloud.
Let's see. Animated effects. Fire. Oh, that's a big jet of fire. That's exciting. Let's see. Fireball, thrown fire, fire jet, scorching ray, wall of fire. Man, bro, where's my regular fire? Medium flame? Alright, cool. I don't think 1 point of fire damage is gonna do all that, but there we go. Alright. His pillow bursts into flames, and now it will provide some light for the room. Much to the displeasure of the Shadow Dragon. Your first dragon in the campaign, I guess. Alright.
We got it out of the way.
Yeah, there was only one. Once the bingo card slot is filled, have to pick a different monster. Alright, Thoughtful Pirate. Doesn't like this. Doesn't like this at all. They are going to stand up. Clenching their butthole as they do. Alright. And then they are going to move away.
I just leer at them menacingly.
All right. And then they do kind of, when you leer at them, they do kind of stop and look at you. And they sort of like cock their head in confusion. It's hard to tell what their facial expressions are because of, you know,
Bird mask.
the masks, yeah. But let's see. Then they're gonna go. Come on, there you go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. They start fleeing down a passageway. Hope they don't pull the whole dungeon. All right. Proud Pirate is up. Proud Pirate sees his buddy running. Coward! And he says to his buddy running down the hallway, good idea! They got a gargoyle? We got a gargoyle. He's going to stride up to you. He's going to... This is very ballsy. I can't believe he's doing this, honestly. And he's going to attack you with his cutlass. Ooh, damn. That was close. That was very close. Oh, minimum damage. All right. And then he will follow up with either strike twice or attempt to crash, then strike. Oh, that's cool. Okay, and then he is going to attack at map. Oof, critically miss. Okay, but not nat 1 critically miss. All right, that brings us to round 2, Loritz.
Remind me, does Tumble Through engage a reactive strike?
Yes, because it's the move tag.
I guess I ain't moving for now. Let's see. I am going to try to target him. It doesn't want to target him.
Okay. Oh, I saw it appear briefly
Okay.
for a second.
Okay, I believe
All right.
you.
All
Okay,
right.
so
If it doesn't, you know, we'll math it out. It's fine.
I'm already in gorilla stance, so we're gonna go for a flurry of blows with some gorilla slams.
Hype. That is going to hit.
And nap attack. That looks good. Second
Nice,
hit.
nice. And am I waiting to combine all the damage into one with this?
Yeah, it really only matters for the sake of hardness, I guess, or resistance.
Okay.
But, and he does have to make 2 fortitude saving throws of 18 or be stunned.
Damn. Okay. Here's the first one. Fail. Here is the second one. Pass. Okay.
I don't know where
And
that leaves him.
then he'll still be stunned 1. All right, and then we're gonna.
A stunned target reaction attack.
I don't believe stunned takes away your ability to do that. Let me check. You become senseless. You can't act. Stunned usually includes a value which indicates how many total actions you lose, possibly over multiple turns from being stunned. Each time you regain actions, reduce the number you regain by your stun value, then reduce your stun value by the amount of actions you lost. Stunned overrides slowed. If the duration of your stun condition ends while you're slowed, you count the actions. Yeah, it doesn't say anything about losing your reactions, so.
Okay.
Alright.
In that case, I don't want to take 2 opportunity attacks to go get that guy. I have 2 actions left though, so I could try. Can I try to jump over him?
I mean, jumping is also a movement, so I mean, if you're trying,
I'll take 1.
Yeah. Oh, this guy doesn't have his reaction back yet.
Oh, I thought he went. Okay. Then yeah, I'll just go. I'll start striding. I have 2 actions left.
Okay.
30, 40 feet. Wait, am I 40 or 35?
You might be colliding with these. Yeah, you're colliding with these sarcophagi. Hold on. There we go. All right, you just try to move through them now. Nice.
I could make it here. Oh, there he
Okay.
is. And can I tumble through from here?
If you have enough movement,
Yeah.
and the movement would take you through that guy, then yes.
Okay, then I'm gonna try to tumble through him.
Okay. All right, 16 tumble through is against the target's reflex. That would not. Yeah, that would not be
Rerolling.
their reflex. Oh, okay.
Oh, goddamn. Okay.
So that is going to succeed unless he gets a critical hit on this.
I forgot we had that +10 thing. Okay, yeah.
Yeah, so he's going to try and hit you as you are trying to roll through him with his reactive. No, wait. Yeah, he would have his reactive strike back because he is turn came up.
Yep.
All right. Here we go. All right, that's going to be a hit, but not a critical hit, so you would still be able to get through. I don't know why I didn't consider the concealments. Let me double check for that before you take the 8 damage. Oh yeah, you did. You did. Okay. All right. You are able to move through them.
Ooh, could I use my reaction to encase flesh some of that damage?
Sure.
Okay. Which at this level is 6, so I need 6 health. Alright, that's my turn.
Alrighty. Play passes to Cloudhoof.
All right. We're going to target Proud Pirate. Let's roll the attack. So I'm actually in my stance now. Yay! Which I'm taking cold resistance as the effect of my stance. It'll negate the chilling weather.
Okay.
And we will jaw strike.
That is going to miss.
We'll hero point it, why not?
Okay. That is going to hit. Give me some damage. All right, 9 points on top of the damage that they already took. He has done so's. No, wait. Nope, he's still going. Shit. All right. Dude, tough. Okay.
We'll follow up with Matt then.
All right, go for it.
So,
Yeah, that is going to hit.
cool.
Oh, all right. I mean, he's done so's at that point. How do you finish him off?
Essentially, the clouds will kind of swarm up around him inside the cape and then just smush. Trying to save his winter clothes as much as possible. We're going to rewear them.
Makes sense. All right. You have one more Pac-Man?
I'm going to move into the room.
Okay. All right. Play passes to Shadeling. All right. Shadeling will not get back their breath weapon until next turn. All right. What's Shadeling gonna do? Let's see. Sarenrae gains an additional reaction. Oh wow. Okay. That's pretty dope. All right. I don't suppose you know any spells, little man. No. Okay. Let's see. How brave is this thing feeling? Probably not too brave. Yeah, okay. Let's see. Oh yeah, all right. This guy'll shout, Shadling, get help! And then Shadling will fly off down the hallway. And let's see. It will use Speed Surge. So it can stride or fly twice for 1, which is pretty sick. So Loritz, you see nothing. Okay, don't worry about it. Okay. And then it will fly the second time, and now you see something, Loritz. Comes around the corner. And then it is going to use its last 2 Pac-Man to Draconic Frenzy. It makes a bite and 2 tail strikes for 2 Pac-Mans. They do accumulate map penalties. Alright, so we'll start with a tail strike. Alright, it's going to be a hit. Alright, then it's going to try and bite you. It's a miss, and then it will try a tail strike. Alright, so 1 hit for 11, and that is the creature's turn. Play passes to Mischievous Pirate. Oh, and this gargoyle has been alerted to the situation. Alright, this guy looks down, his bed's on fire. You did this, you bastard. He is gonna step up to Isaac. And then he's and then he's going to attack Isaac with his cutlass. That's gonna be a hit.
Mm-hmm.
And here's some damage. And then he's gonna try and trip Isaac.
Well, that's difficult. I'm very light on my feet.
Oh, all right. I'm waiting. Did it do it?
They rolled it invisibly. It was a 22.
Oh, okay. Yeah. Then you are knocked prone.
Damn.
All right. And then that is his 3 Pac-Mans. Gold Leaf to you. Also, to clarify, you guys, we don't actually know what perceived time it is, right? When you guys arrive, but what time for your crew do you guys consider it to be? Was it getting late in the day, or was it early in the day, or?
Well, we
This campaign is so
spent
tricky
some
with that,
time
you know?
reconnoitering to learn more about this
Mhm.
place, didn't we? So how long would that
Yeah. Oh, that would have taken a third of the day, since you had three actions, or you had 2 actions. You had 2 actions, right?
I
Yeah.
thought it was
So-
later in the day.
It was later in the day. Okay. All right. Anyways, what do you got for us, Gold Leaf?
Other thing, we had activated Silver Eye for us for this day, for the combat.
Okay.
I think Skelebrosa was just VT. So we only had 1 active at a time, right?
You only have 1 active at a time. Yep.
Okay.
And
I didn't know we activated her.
Yeah, I
I
didn't
didn't
know
bringing her. I
it
didn't
was
think we
like-
activated her.
Oh,
Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't-
Not activating assassin.
I don't remember you guys activating.
I mean, we definitely brought her, but I
I did
was
think we
thinking
talked about it.
would.
Yeah. I mean, it would have been smart for sure, but I don't know.
I mean, I'll
Like,
leave it up to the rest of everyone else. I'm just saying. Anywho, all right,
Okay.
Goldleaf. He's gonna spend one action to cast. Don't particularly do this right now. He's just gonna do a telekinetic projectile at this guy who's attacking Isaac. Just grabbing some random debris.
All right.
25 to hit.
That hits.
15 damage.
Oh, 15's huge. Okay. He takes 15 damage and is bloodied.
Alright, and then last action, I'm gonna draw a rapier. And that'll be it.
Okay. All right. Play passes to Jade.
Well, see, I don't like the guy that bopped me, right? Like, that's not very nice.
Mm-hmm.
So I should probably do something about it. Oh, okay. Jeez, Isaac. I didn't see you right there in front of me, kind of dead, bud.
I'm not dead.
He's doing great. What are you talking about?
I said kinda. You know, I can. What can I do to help here? There you go, Isaac.
Wow. That's a
Thank
big
you.
deal. Mm-hmm.
What am I gonna do for?
Your third Pac-Man.
My computer's just wanting to go slow. I think that's gonna be it for me. Cause I need at least 2 Pac-Mans to do much of anything else, and I don't know if I want to move.
Well, you could do an intimidation, because that would lower. If it succeeds, it'll lower the target's stats, and that includes their armor class and stuff.
Oh yeah, that's right. Yeah. So how would I do that?
If you're not able to target that guy, because I know that there's some targeting issues, you would just roll intimidate skill off your character sheet, and I would just compare it to his passive will.
Sweet. Okay. Cool. I can target him. I didn't see
Okay.
the target at first. I was like,
Oh, okay. He does not find
to be
you.
intimidating. Damn
He
it.
does not find you at all intimidating. That's okay. That's okay. All right. Oh, also, the BT manager has this buff called Activated Story Companion, so I don't see it on either of your NPCs. That's why I don't think that they got activated before the adventure. But, all right. Then play passes to Songbow.
I finish off Isaac. I don't want him to suffer.
Nice, nice.
Thank you.
Don't say thank you.
Oh yeah, take your hit points, Isaac.
Yeah, that would be good.
Yeah, like,
It's like, why is he still laying on the ground?
How much max HP does this alchemist have? Holy shit! 38 didn't even like affect the meter. All right, Songbow, what do you got?
I am going to target the mischievous pirate 1 and shoot at him with an elemental blast.
Okay. Let's see. Songbow's pass. Okay. Goldleaf. You and Jade, you hear from down this way. Do you hear that? Yeah, I hear that. I'm gonna check it out. As you send off another anime blast, and people are crying out, dying, that sort of thing.
Yeah, I mean, I've got to shout the name too, right? Like, I go, like, Elemental Blast!
Oh,
And then
hell
I
yeah.
follow it up
Hell
with
yes!
what type it was, and so I go, Electricity!
Oh,
Like,
hell yeah. I am feeling it. That's incredible. Okay. That's a hit. Give me some damage. Ooh, baby. Okay. He is still going. But I believe he is on his last legs. All right. What else you got?
All right. We'll try one more.
Try to finish him off with a less powerful blast of air. Okay.
Still electricity.
Oof. All right. So
I
they
missed five.
crackles past him. All right. Play passes
This is
to
exactly
Isaac.
what I lost out on from Matt.
alright, one Pac-Man to stand up.
Oh, hell yeah! All right. After you
I'll
get
take
all
it.
the way, after you get all the way to your feet, he waits to you like waiting for Voltron to transform. He waits for you to get all the way to your feet. Then he can hit you in the face.
That's fine.
All right. Here we go. That's gonna be a hit. Here's some damage for you.
Mm-hmm.
Minimum damage. All right. Continue your turn. 2 more Pac-Mans remain.
Oh, hang on, what did I do? Oh. And turn.
What?
Make sure I take care of my hit point.
Oh.
The asshole in front of me. I'm gonna pull out a versatile.
Okay.
It's gonna be fire themed.
Nice. Nice.
And I'm going to smash it into his face. Damn.
Okay. It smashes against the beak of his mask. The flames burn up quickly, but it protects him.
One more time.
All right.
It wasn't meant to be at him.
Oof. Okay. As you go to smash the second one against him, it just kind of like shatters with no chemical reaction. All right.
Turn to silky.
Isaac, you forgot to shake it first.
Wait. Don't these do splash damage?
But yeah, they do, yeah.
Oh, so they would
Oh,
do a
you
little
know
bit of damage, right? It'd
Yeah,
be
they do one each.
1 and 1.
Third.
Oh my god, bro. So you did 2 damage to him?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. He's still alive.
I'm gonna turn to silky. And I'm going to say, please save me.
Alright. As you say that, Goldleaf and Jade, from around the corner you hear that? Someone says they need to be saved. The other one says, I'll take care of it. Alright. Play passes to Thoughtful Pirate. Alright, Thoughtful Pirate. They're in it now. They're in it. Okay. I gotta make Loritz concealed. There we go. And then this guy is gonna give it his all. He's gonna try his best. Target. And
I believe in
swing. Thanks. Swing. Oh, that's a miss. Alright. He's gonna swing again. Yeah!
Gee,
All right,
that looks.
that'll do.
Yep.
That'll do.
Okay.
All right, here's the damage. Okay, and then with his last Pac-Man, he gonna try to tumble through you. All right. Whoo! Good for him. All right. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. All right. At the end of the round, I gotta roll these dudes in. All right. I don't appreciate that rude chat message from Crash Jim. It's very mean. All right, Lawrence, you're up.
I'm in a bad position. I can't let this thing go again next to me. So I'm gonna step, one action. I'm gonna stride.
The dragon screams something at you in Draconic. Do you speak Draconic?
I do not.
All right. Then
I'm not
your
a
feelings.
nerd.
Your feeling. All right. Any of the spaces that are dominated by these sarcophaguses or whatever are difficult terrain.
Okay.
All right.
I have one more action, and I can't get by him. 35. I'm in bad shape. One action thing I can do to preserve myself. I don't have any healing potions. No. I'm just going to step here. I was going to try to hide. I'm striding. I strode. That was my action.
Mm-hmm.
Hiding behind the little fire and hoping that no one wants to stand on it to hit me. That's my turn.
All right. Play fastest to Cloudroof.
All right. So we are going to step down here. Target mischievous pirate. And lay a strike down.
Oh my God. Okay. How did you can check the damage? How does he die? Is it more of that like cloudy venom tendril, like goes in, pop, but like the clothes are still intact kind of deal, or?
Yeah, I'm trying to essentially channel the tendrils in there and then crush it.
Okay.
But they're clouds. They're fluffy clouds of destruction.
Listen. People in Curse of Strahd died to clouds. Okay. It's not something we joke around about here. All right. He's super dead.
All right, and I'm gonna place myself here. Oh shoot! It's not letting me move.
You're probably colliding with some kind of... Yeah, there's a pillar there. Hold on.
I'm just trying to move here to place myself kind of...
Yeah.
To block the hallway for whatever's coming.
Right here is where you want to be?
Yep.
Okay. Alright, play passes to Shadeling. Alright, Shadeling got that breath weapon back. Ooh, yeah. But does Shadeling want to expose itself? Yeah, sure. It's pretty confident about how these things are going. Alright, it's going to move up here. It's going to vomit out that breath weapon. Here we go. Alright. Oh, you would not be concealed. Because you're right next to a light source. Alright. And it's going to fire off that breath. It's going to hit Cloudhoof, the fire that Isaac started, and Lords. And then while I have it selected, I should be able to hit this button and have it register the timer officially this time. Wow. Okay. All right. Got it. Okay. Oh, it automatically did it. Cool. Okay. So Loris, you make the save. You're gonna take half damage. Cloudhoof, you're gonna take full damage, but I know you have cold resistance up, which is a good choice. 8 points of damage. It's gonna try to. I'm gonna say that the fire on this pillow is not large enough to require counteract, so it will just go out. Alright. And that is the creature's turn. It is plunged into shadow and seems to almost disappear. Play passes to Goldleaf. Yeah, so voices are on the corner. Dude's dying up here. You saw another explosion of icy shadow extinguish yet another light source and damage your allies.
I'm gonna spend one action to cast Runic Weapon.
Okay.
Have that up. And then another action to cast Heal. Have that up. That's it.
Okay. Play passes to Captain Jade.
So the only friend that's alive over here is the shadeling up in the corner area, right? Besides the voices around the corner, like there's no other active friends in this immediate vicinity, right?
I heard people up ahead. They seem notified.
Okay. Jade is going to cast. Let me make sure I know where I can cast it. So if I choose to cast Wisp Ally, right, it says that I can choose a creature within range. I'm assuming that it implies that it has to be within line of sight, right?
Let's see. You summon a tiny bouncing wisp of light that easily distracts even the most determined combatants. The wisp doesn't take up space, grant flanking, or have any other attributes a creature would. The wisp generates bright light in a 10-foot radius when you cast a spell, and each time you sustain, you can direct it. I think we've looked this up before, but it was way early on. So let me check real quick. But I'm pretty sure you do need line of sight and line of effect.
Cool. Okay.
Yeah.
I'm going to.
Yeah, to target a creature, you must be able to see it unless the spell explicitly says otherwise.
Okay, I'm going to cast Light then. And I want to. Let's see, or Light. I can cast it up to 120 feet away. It doesn't have to be attached to anybody. I want to cast Light up here.
Okay. Alright. The effect is light. Okay. Yeah. Okay. So what we can do then is I'll just draw a light for you. What color light is it?
It is a yellowy green color.
Ooh, okay. All right.
Oh, that's pretty.
All right. It is 20-foot radius and dim light for another 20 feet. Ooh, I gotta make that bigger. Okay. 20. All right. As you create it, Shadeling lets out a hiss of disgust, and it squints its little eyeballs. You have blinded it.
Heck yeah, I'm the greatest. So I have one Pac-Man left, and would interacting with other PCs take up an action? So if I wanted to, over my shoulder, tell Goldleaf to turn off his lantern, would that be an action?
No. Like, an action is like pointing out something, like an enemy that's hidden that they didn't know about, or trying to explain to them that, like, no, this is an illusion, you know, like, you have to disbelieve it, or, you know, like, things that have, like, real big meaningful stuff. But, like, combat chatter is fine.
Would it be rude of me to just reach over and turn off Goldleaf's lantern for him?
If you have the action economy for it, I mean...
Would it just be one Pac-Man?
Yeah, if he's got it there, yeah. You just turn the dimmer down on it.
I don't know, it feels...
Well, it's a hooded
rude,
lantern,
but
so
I
you would
feel
just
like-
drop the hood on the lantern, essentially.
I'm gonna
I guess my question is what
drop
the intention
on
here.
your lantern, Goldie.
Because you don't want to be the only light in the darkness. Makes you an easy target.
I'm hoping that
I
with
think
the
there's
light
quite a few
cast
targets before me.
I'm hoping with the light cast over this way that anybody coming around the corner, like, we won't be as, oh my gosh, there's people right in front of me, so maybe we'll be able to surprise them a little bit more. That's the hope, anyway. I
All right,
feel
it's up
like
to
it's
you.
slightly rude.
Goldleaf,
Do you consent?
Yeah, well, yeah, if you reach for it and Goldleaf, like, pulls away, then you wouldn't be able to do it, so.
Okay, I'll reach for it.
Okay.
I mean, my question is, this shadow right here, if that light goes off, is that this darkness for me?
Well, remember, your lantern only aims in one direction.
So if someone's
yeah.
coming around, I'm gonna turn around and shine the light on them. But like,
Yeah.
If it doesn't make sense, you can pull your lantern away. I won't be offended.
Yeah.
I'm gonna pull that.
Okay. All right. He pulls
Alright.
back. What do you do with your last Pac-Man then? You are standing next to a precipice right here that could dump you out into an infinite fall to God knows what.
I'm gonna move. I'll move upward a little bit.
All right.
Bam. There we go.
Okay. Play passes to Songbow.
Excellent. I can't see him, and also if I move, I still won't be able to see. I'm assuming I'm still too much of a dumb little boy to hear the people behind me talking.
Yeah, I was checking their the perception. They're trying not to be super duper loud, you know, but like they did hear you guys and started having conversation that Goldleaf and Jade picked up on. They could have shared, and we could say that they shared that information with you guys. So you would have that knowledge that there are more individuals to the south.
I'm going to let people reposition as they desire by casting my 4 Winds ability. So everybody, how many people can I target? 4. So Cloudhoof, Isaac, Goldleaf, and I think it's 40 feet. I think Lawrence is too far away. 30 feet. And Jade. All of you can move up to half of your movement without it using your reaction. And then I get to do the same thing because of the impulse junction that I took.
It's not letting me move for some reason. Could you move?
Yeah, where are you trying to move to?
Can you move me into that dark alleyway?
Which one? This over here?
Farther away from where I last saw the dragon.
So you want to go
Yeah.
towards the people to the south? Or do you want to go down this hallway right here?
That one, yes. That one.
Okay. Alright.
Well, it's only half speed, so it's
So I should
Yeah,
be able
it's
to
only
get
half your speed, so probably 15 feet.
Okay.
Yeah, it would be here.
Alright. Alright. What else we got?
What little bullshit can I do with one single action? I become Danny DeVito.
Alright.
Alright, that's my turn.
Okay. Wait, you
I
are
didn't know
actually...
a third action I wanted to do.
Oh, okay. Hold on. The cool mod that let you change your token doesn't work anymore, so I gotta go here. Where is he? Ah, human. There we go. Perfect. Alright. Gargoyle is up. Alright.
I like that he's like the standard for humans.
Alright. What are you working with, Gargoyle? 25 speed? He's like, bro, don't tell everybody. Okay. Let's see. All right. Isaac, to you.
Alright. Oh. So, I always forget the ready decks and stuff. So I'm gonna have a vial ready.
Okay.
Um,
So it's 2 Pac-Mans to ready a single Pac-Man action that will use your reaction.
okay. So there's people coming from the south, you said, right?
Yes.
Yeah, I'm gonna ready a versatile vial, and if they get in line of sight, then, or if anyone gets in line of sight, that I could throw it.
Okay.
I would like to.
All right, so you pull it out, and then you're gonna use the remaining 2 to ready to throw it. Okay, gotcha. All right, Thoughtful is up. Thoughtful, can't believe he made it this far. All right, Thoughtful is gonna, I guess, head to the surface, try to alert everyone on the surface of what's going on. They are exiting the map. Alright. Do we have 2 Thoughtfuls? What? Okay. That's not gonna be confusing. Alright, 1, 2, 3, 4. Oh, take out weapon. Alright then 5. And then come around the corner. And cutlass drawn. Let's see. They see.
Look, I see that this looks really bad.
All right, she's gonna let out a scream, and she's gonna go back around the corner. All right. board pirate is like, it can't be that bad. And then she says, you're gonna want your gun. All right, so he will draw his gun. 2, 3, 4. All right. Oh man. All right, as he comes around the corner, he just says, "Oh no!" As he sees like the brutalized remains of his allies and this monster, he's going to open fire on him. Here we go. Oof, and he's gonna miss. That is his full action economy. Alright, top of the round, Loritz.
Loritz limps around the corner. He sees Isaac.
It's Isaac, I need aid, please. In over my head.
He kind of just slumps up against the wall, and I don't really see anything around, so I'm gonna use my 2 actions to prepare an aid.
Okay.
Oh,
Alright.
to aid him to heal you?
Yep.
Okay.
I'll get the mortar.
Alright.
Spackle me.
I'm spackle.
Play passes to Cloudhoof.
All right. We are going to do a shifting charge. This actually could just be a regular move and attack. Doesn't actually.
Okay.
I'm already in stance. I don't need to shift it. All right, and it's not letting target it again, but I'm going after board pirate.
Okay.
And he will see these cloud-like jaws form around my wrists and go straight for his face.
Ooh, 15 is not going to hit. Alright, so as you charge forward, he just kind of throws his arms up in front of him to kind of like block the attack. Smash into him, but no successful strike. Ooh, alright, and the second one as well. From where you're currently at... Okay, gotcha.
I'm seeing stuff. I'm seeing some stuff.
What are you seeing?
I'm seeing a crypt, like in the center here.
Oh, yeah. So from where you currently are, you see that the this passageway here is, fortunately for you, 10 feet high. And the doorway is actually 15 feet high. It leads to a larger chamber with a 20-foot high ceiling. There is a 5-foot drop from like the entryway down into the room. You see another campfire, the smoke billowing up and out and towards you. You can see that they have thrown blankets and bedrolls, Skyrim bandit style, around this crypt. And then you can see that there are a number of pillars holding the 20-foot high ceiling aloft. Okay. You don't see any undead, so that's good. Alright. Shadeling is up. Does Shadeling push the advantage? No, it's blind right now. It's going to let out an angry scree and fly away. Jerks.
Yeah, fly away while it's blind makes total sense.
I mean, yeah, I like beating it, its wings against the walls. Yeah, making its way down the hallway. Alright. It's very sad. It's going to fly again, crash into the wall. And then, I guess this third action, it will stealth. Alright. Yeah, that light spell sent it running. Let's see. Gold leaf to you.
One action step. Can't target this guy to the south. Send the telekinetic projectile at him. 22 to hit.
That hits.
12 damage.
All right. So you just fire between Cloudhoof's massive thighs, missing the undercarriage, but hitting this dude in his undercarriage for 12 points of damage.
Alright, that's it.
All right. Play passes to Captain Jade.
All right. So with my light cantrip, I could sustain for one Pac-Man, right?
Correct.
Stains one action.
Oh, cool. Okay.
It's like the more flexible concentration.
All right. I think I'm gonna move. So right in front of me, this is a sarcophagus, right?
Yes. I'm trying to figure out where you are on the map. Yeah, right there, yeah. So as a small, you can easily get full cover from this just by saying that you spend one Pac-Man to take cover.
Okay. And it's difficult terrain to move through, right?
Correct.
You sounded super robot-y, but I think you said correct. Okay, cool.
Correct, unless you have a climb speed.
I don't think I do.
Okay.
I do not. Okay, so the plan, I'm gonna, so if I climb over this bad boy, it would just be what, 10 feet and then 15, it's...
Maybe 5, 10, yeah, and then 15 to get out of the space.
Cool. Okay, 15, and then we'll say, what, oh my goodness, 20, right?
Yeah.
Okay, cool. We'll do that. And then for a Pac-Man, I'm going to sustain and then just throw my light orb as far as I can down this hallway. So
shit.
Up to 60 feet away.
Up to 60 feet? Okay, so 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 35, 40, 50, 55. Alright, so you see at the end of the hallway, there is a passage up ahead to your left. And then there is what looks like possibly another passage to your left, and then a stairway that leads steeply up.
Got it. Okay. Cool. Okay. And then for my last Pac-Man, I'm gonna... I feel like I'm too far away to do much of anything. Can I recall knowledge about this room?
Yeah, absolutely. Alright, looking around this room, it does seem that it was at one point a crypt, likely in whatever transposition brought this thing to the elemental plane of air. Everything got shifted and shuffled and moved around. It looks like it was a place to inter clerics of the faith. It looks like this one has been looted, this one has been looted, but the remaining 4 sarcophagi look like they are still sealed shut. It does look like the other objects of possible worth have been kind of shattered and looted. It does make you wonder why those 4 were left unmolested. Everything else in the room is so thoroughly destroyed. These objects that you see on your map, those are actually hanging from chains on the ceiling, and they look like they used to hold candles, like, chandelier kind of situation.
Cool. Okay.
And you can ask any question you want about the room that would have based on what you heard from your recall knowledge.
Does it look like there's any sort of thing of religious sentiment in this room whatsoever that I might be able to see or pick up on?
Yeah, I mean, it definitely confirms what you guys researched, is that, yeah, this is definitely a building that was dedicated to Sarenrae. The presence of the Shadowfell of the Nether. Normally, like corpses would be animating under that, but you can see one here that just looks like broken and dead. But these again do bear the holy symbol of Sarenrae and sort of markings of the people that were buried were clerics in her service.
Cool. Okay.
All right. Play passes to Songbo.
So Cloudhoof's in the wind, right?
I mean,
So I
I
gotta
would
take out his leg.
he would be providing some cover for your target.
Good news is you also could cover standing behind me.
So if I wave my +2, okay. I guess I'm just going to try to hit him with the cover. So I can't target Board Pirate, but that's who I'm shooting at.
Okay. All right, Board Pirate will have +2 cover from big ass Minotaur. 27 still gonna hit though.
All right, so that's gonna be 7 points of shocking damage.
All right. He lets out a cartoonish kind of sound as he is
see it
electrocuted.
in
Yeah.
person.
All right. What else you got?
No, it's Cloudhoof. Cloudhoof's barely hurt. Goldleaf's barely hurt. Yeah, sure. We'll try a second attack also.
Ooh, all right. That is not gonna
that'd
hit.
be enough.
Okay. Play passes to Gargoyle. All right. What do you got, Gargoyle? You got anything that move fast? Oh, you do have ability to fly. Okay. All right. The Gargoyle is going to prowl into the room. Cloudhoof, it ain't that big. It definitely looks different than Loritz. It seems like more solid. Like this gargoyle is not afflicted by the stone rot disease that is wiping out the Terranathus gargoyle species. As it moves into the room, it looks over at you and it grins menacingly. And then it says in Susurran,
Which I speak.
yeah,
Been a while since I had some fresh beef.
and then they fan their wings and they fly with proficiency over to you. Another thing that Loritz is not able to do with his disease that he's battling. All right, as it lands, it is going to. It actually doesn't have to land. So as it hovers in the 15-foot doorway, we'll say 5 feet up. Yeah. It is going to attack you with its jaws. So it tries to bite you. Misses
No.
though. All right, and that is the creature's turn. Play passes to Isaac.
Alright. I would like treat wounds on the wrist.
Well, medicine.
Mm-hmm.
And
Yeah.
I would activate my held action. I'm going to try to assist you.
Give him a +2 to it. Oh, that would make it a crit. If
Oh,
you
shit.
succeed. All right, yeah. Because you succeeded by 9, and now with the +1 would be 10. So yeah, you can do the critical success for the healing.
Is there an easy way to do it?
I think it's 4d8, right? On a
Just
treat
you
wounds.
just want me to roll 2 more d8.
Yeah.
Nice.
Hell yeah, thank you.
Yeah. Anytime. You should let that dry.
Take out your gargoyle putty. Just start filling the gaps. All right. Anything else, Isaac? That's just one action, right? And you have a weapon in hand already.
I have. I didn't think about before. I have that bomber, so it's all one action to pull it out and throw it. I'm going to move. $15. 25. I see that guy there. There's a lot of cover in between, but I'll give it a.
All right. All right, so you're gonna bounce it off of Goldleaf's head and then roll it between Cloudhoof's legs. All right, let's go for it.
It won't let me select him, so.
Oh, that's so fine. Just roll it. I got it.
Got it.
All right, that is definitely gonna hit, even with the cover. Give me some damage.
Damn. I'll take that 2 damage.
All right,
Oh yeah.
he takes that 2 damage. Okay, and that added for Isaac.
That's it,
1, 2,
yeah.
and 3. All right. Let's see. Thoughtful is almost to the surface. Other thoughtful. Let's see. She is gonna pull out her gun. Then she's gonna move to here, and then she's gonna try and shoot Cloudhoof. Here we go.
Nah, you don't want to do that.
All right, that's gonna be a hit. Here's some damage. 7 points. And that is
Ugh.
all 3 of her Pac-Mans.
Starting to feel it.
Alright, so play passes to board pirate. Alright, let's see. Board pirate is going to go to, let's see, either strike twice, small boss, swing, and then strike. I mean, I wish it worked in reverse. Like unboarding strike. Alright. He doesn't know if you are capable of a reactive strike, and he's low on health, so he is going to step, and then step again, and then you're a big boy, you might have reach, and then step again. That will be his turn.
Back away slowly.
It's always interesting to try to play semi-intelligent sentient creatures that are like, well, I don't really want to die, so I guess I'll spend the entire round trying not to die. Lawrence, you're up.
Okay. The chandelier's up there and there. Now I'm too far away from them. I was gonna see if I could boarding assault with their chains. I'm just gonna stride.
I think you can boarding assault even if you don't do an acrobatics check.
It's 2 strides, otherwise.
Yeah.
But yeah.
Or attempt an acrobatics check to swing up to twice your speed on a rope or similar object and then strike. The benefit there is that you could basically like ignore terrain and maybe get to a higher distance. It's very like Daggerheart, that ability. Like how cool can it be? But
I can use it to stride twice and then make an attack.
Yeah, you still get with boarding assault. You still get 3 for 1, essentially. 3 Pac-Mans, or 3 Pac-Mans for 2 Pac-Mans. Yeah.
Okay. I guess I will do that. I don't know how far I need to go, but I've got 70 feet.
Just start striding.
Going for it.
All right.
It's time to get hurt again.
All right. As you roll up in there, this dude is flying, and you moved into an adjacent square below it. That's literally the trigger for this ability.
He mocks me. He mocks me with his smugness.
It's his flight and his sharp everything. Yeah, you look and you know that there are gargoyles that are native to the elemental plane of air. I don't know how many you have encountered during your adventures before the campaign.
Limited.
Limited? Okay. But he does seem to be a pretty good specimen of, you know, the gargoyle species when it is healthy. And then he is going to lash out at you with them claws. Here we go. And miss. Wow. All right.
All right, so I'm already here, and I'm gonna make that attack. The gorilla slam. I probably could have just gotten in here with one stride. I think I'm at 35 feet. I kind of got ahead of myself, but that's a miss. It's not good. I have one more action, which I'm going to use to flurry of blows and just go into super map.
Oh shit! All right.
Mess him up.
Okay, let's check that critical hit deck. Armor dent, normal damage. That's unfortunate. However, deal the same amount of damage to the target's armor and ignore hardness. Okay, well this creature doesn't have armor, but it does have hardness in a way. So I'll have it ignore its physical resistance to the attack. All right.
Oh my god.
It's a very exciting series of rolls you've got there.
Missed by 21.
How
Now we
how does that work? Did you get a nat 1?
Yeah.
I rolled a 2, and I have a
two,
minus 2.
and you have. Oh, okay. All right. Let's see. Damage.
But he does have to roll the fortitude save for stun.
All right.
Take 16 damage.
Okay. 16 damage. You say? Yeah, he took that. And then let's see. Fortitude. All right. He makes the save. All right. As you hit him, he snarls at you and says,
You look sick.
in Susseran. Do you speak Susseran?
I think so.
I do.
If not, seeing that you're another gargoyle, you know what? He would say it in Petron.
Okay, that's good because I don't speak Susser.
Okay, so in Petron, he would say to you,
You don't look so good, brother.
Feel good enough to kick your ass.
Okay. We'll sort you out from the dust that's left behind.
all right, is that your 3 actions?
Yep.
All right, Cloudhoof to you.
Alright, he's gonna rear back his hand, and the clouds will form like a tendril-like appendage, and we're gonna do a tail strike on him. We're gonna do bludgeoning damage, see if that matters or not. Wrecking ball. No. We'll try it again. And because we're a one-trick pony, I'll try Jaws. Oh! That sucked.
All right, let's see what happens. This was a natural attack?
Yep.
Okay. All right, yeah, then you fall prone. You tripped. All right, was that your third action?
Yep. Another.
All right. So it's less that you miss the guy, and it's more like you're just beating up a statue. Like, because he's not making much effort to move out of the way. It's just that the blows are just kind of like bouncing off. All right. Play brings us to Shadling. Okay. Let's see. Let me count something real quick. Hilarious. Okay. Alright. Alright. That pesky light is in the way, but she's got an idea. Let's see. Okay. Alright, that's her turn. Play passes to Goldleaf.
Five. The one that's super wounded is the one in the back. Targeting him. Another target projectile.
That's gonna hit. 14 damage. Sorry, my foundry just locked up. Hold on. Catching up, maybe? Nope. Oh, there we go. Oh, wow, my screen just filled with dice. Incredible. Oh yeah, 14 damage is a lot of damage. How do you end this dude?
Take up a loose stone. Oh, sorry. I whistle. Loose stone floats into the air and then rockets over, smash him in the side of the face.
Oh damn! All right, the mask cracks.
Off, it looks like is the raised area.
Yeah, sure.
Yeah, tumbles off.
All right. Oh man, lands in the campfire. That's not good. All right.
That's reactions.
This one screams. You monster! All right. Play passes to Jade.
You people took our friends. We're taking lives.
Oh shit.
All right. Let's see. First, I'm gonna move.
Okay.
Oh, I can see everybody now. And then let's see how far away. Why you guys gotta be so
Skelebrosive
far
says,
away?
Captain, did you catch the runners?
No, but I don't think they'll be following us. For the time being, anyway.
What happens if they find friends?
We'll have to hope that we're not here anymore.
There's nothing more powerful than friendship.
and he tries to put his arm around Sarenrae, and she grabs the arm, and you hear the bones begin to break.
I evil eye.
Jade smirks and giggles. Doesn't say anything else.
Okay.
Ugma says, "Hey, milk isn't cheap, Sarenrae. Let's." Like he
Oh, I'm
deserves
sorry.
it, but
I
also-
thought it was an enemy. We're in this crypt.
That's a great excuse.
She says to you, Songbow, if you want, I can take Skelebrosive and... Wait, why am I talking to you? Jade, if you want, Captain, I can take Skelebrosive. We can hold off any reinforcements that might be coming from the runner. Buy you some time.
Jade nervously looks at the rest of her crew members for affirmation before shaking her head yes.
Okay.
I don't know what this means mechanically.
Alright. Oh, well, what this means is they're temporarily going to be unavailable as B team members as they go to essentially plug up a hole where endless supplies of pirates will start pouring through.
I do like the sound of that.
Of endless pirates? I mean, 'cause
Plugging
of being
holes.
plugged up.
oh, yeah, I bet you do, dirty boy. All right, you gonna turn it? You gonna turn it into a cork next? Okay.
What was I
Jade.
even? I don't even remember what I was gonna do.
It's hard when you're the boss and everybody run up and ask you for things when you're trying to work.
What? Nah. Okay. Let's see. Let's
It's a
see.
turn thing. What's that thing? It's an
Carve
item.
wants some help. I'll go. Okay. I moved once. Let's move some more.
Okay.
Bam. And then we're going to. We're gonna help out Cloudhoof.
All right. Little one action heal. Is that what you're doing?
Yeah.
All right.
I did the thing. I don't know why. Did anything roll?
No. The heal is like 15 clicks to actually make it happen. So now you hit
There it
roll.
is, there it
Yeah, and then you have to keep.
Perfect.
Yeah, it's so much. And then they ask if you want to add a tip. And then you have to. Hey,
Well,
Sarenrae's got
better than
college
none.
loans, okay? So, guess you gotta pay that.
Go,
wait,
y'all.
you work for the Fox TD. I'm sorry. All right.
All right. That
You get a little healing. Get a
be
little
me.
healing. All right.
Thank you.
Songbow, you're up.
Excellent. He would have like double cover with where he is compared to me right now, I think. So I should probably.
Oh, you talking about
Not.
this guy? Oh yeah, he'd have
Yeah.
like a +5 to his AC. Yeah, it'd be insane.
Yeah. How far? Okay, so he's 20 feet away. He's 30 feet away. 30 feet away. All right. First thing I want to do is 4 winds again, so that you fuckers can get out of the damn way.
Okay.
So we're gonna target Loritz and Goldleaf, and
Cloudhoof
Cloudhoof.
unfortunately can't benefit because when you're prone, the only move you can do is stand
that
up
would be
or
why he's
crawl.
upside down. That makes sense.
Yeah.
So yeah, is Goldleaf? He's sideways for me.
He's
I'm
he's
sideways because of.
he's doing some
my
flashlight
lantern.
action. He's doing some flashlight action.
Okay.
Comes out
he's
of his
flashing
butt.
Loritz. Okay. So yes,
Put that all
Goldleaf,
out
Loritz, Jade, and
No.
Isaac can
That's
all
best
move half their speed.
Does this
Okay.
will this provoke opportunity attacks?
Yes.
I don't think so. I don't know.
It is a stride.
Oh yeah, no, it does. Yeah.
Yeah.
Songbow, you're going to get me killed.
If this was a 5e ability, then yes, it would. But here's the thing: this lady has a gun equipped and no melee weapon, and this guy already used his reaction.
Oh yeah, that's a good point. All right, so I'll scoot
Well,
forward.
actually, it doesn't say it's a stride.
It says right there, can stride up to half its speed.
Where are you?
If it has a fly.
I don't know. That's
speed,
my impulse junction. That's different.
The 4 winds, mimicking a target up to 4 willing creatures. Each of those creatures can
Oh,
stride.
I was reading
up
this
to
wrong.
half
Then.
its
Never
speed.
mind. You're right. Yep.
Okay.
No, I just missed it.
It's all good. Yeah, they're very good about tags and labels and all that good stuff.
So I get my free 10 feet of movement out of that as well.
Nice.
I can stay where I am.
Okay. I still can't really. Yeah, I'm just gonna. It's after me, so even if I cleared its reaction, it would just immediately get it back. So that's not particularly useful. I did have a question. I'm not planning on using this, but I had a question about boarding assault. So it's either stride twice or attempt the swing. So I don't have to swing. I don't have to do this from a vessel either. You get an extra damage if you do.
Yeah, it's just saying that pirates are really good at moving around and hitting people.
So this is a double stride plus a strike.
Right.
Does
And it has to
Like
be
my-
a strike, so it has to count as a strike, be labeled as a strike, you know, that sort of thing. So I
It's
don't
actually
know if you're.
That's a decent question. If
I'm
you're
just
just
gonna
doing it
roll this
on
to see
land
what
and
it
not
does.
like off vehicles and stuff, you still get the extra die of damage. The last,
It says if you
paragraph.
disembark a boat or a similar vehicle.
Yeah.
If you
Or
boarded or
boarded one.
disembarked, no. If you're just on land using it, you're just getting the benefits of
Yeah.
the movement.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's what I thought.
Okay, so
But if you had a skateboard, I'm just saying, like.
that's
Not a vehicle, similar to a boat.
So what I'm hearing is if I carry a little tiny ship on my back, and when they
Yes.
disembark from my back, they get the additional dice.
If you wore a howdah that was shaped like a Fisher Price boat, then yes.
Like a steamboat Willie fish boat.
Yeah.
So I just rolled an attack to see. I don't
From
think
the
it
same
has the
same
right
company
tag.
that brought you Bear Zeppelin comes Bull Boat. All right. Yeah, I don't think that counts as a strike. Impulse attack roll is not the same as a strike.
Only works with bull
okay,
boats.
and
They're
it says
spokesperson.
it's where my unarmed strike says strike. My my other thing says blast. So
Okay.
yeah, I don't think that would count. I think there's a melee version where I can just like smack things. I'll check and see if that one would count, but I'll look into that later.
Okay. Yeah, I mean,
Um,
it's not a strike. Strike definition. A strike is an action where you attack with a weapon, unarmed attack, or attack spell. Elemental blast are impulses. They are not considered unarmed attacks or weapons. The rules do not say they count as strikes
they do
or
count
are
as
strikes.
spells, though.
Okay.
When like it says somewhere in the fine print of one of my abilities that if a thing says that it wouldn't let a spell, then like the elemental blasts don't work either. So I guess
there are feats that allow you to treat them as strikes,
yeah. There's
like
there's
kinetic warrior.
Like sub abilities
and-
that I can do where I can like make my element into like a weapon.
into a weapon.
And
Yeah,
then it would
yeah.
be a strike. But,
Okay. All right. Got it.
okay. Third action. I'll do a recall knowledge on the same thing up here and try to figure out why they would fuck this entire room up except for those 4 that they didn't.
Okay. Yeah. Go ahead and give me a recall knowledge. Ooh. Okay. You think that they are warded in such a way that whoever was pillaging it was like, ain't worth it.
Okay.
Yeah. In fact, it's either that or there could be undead trapped inside that they don't want to release.
That was really, really hard. Like a ping.
Yeah.
Uh,
So
That's all 3 of my actions.
both of the things that you think it is are not good, but both also don't remove the possibility of loot being inside.
That's true.
Yeah.
I was just trying to figure out if there was some way we could use them to our advantage,
All right.
which there could possibly be, but
this
think it's a high
this
enough chance.
gargoyle is up. All right. So I guess he will spend. In order to stay aloft, he has to spend an action to fly. So he will do that. Cloudhoof missed him 3 times and fell down and is blocking the hallways. So I think he's gonna assume that Cloudhoof is not the threat. Loritz, you hit him pretty hard, so he's gonna go after you. All right,
bro.
all right, here we go. He's gonna try and bite you. Maybe. There we go. Oh, he
no,
brought
it. Was
it.
brought.
Yeah, he brought it. All right, here we go. Uh, 28 points of damage. All right, as you
Comeuppance
drop,
received.
this pirate says, "What are you doing? He's sick." And then this one says,
I forgot to do it non-lethal.
Then he is going to, man. Let's see. He has to spend at least one Packy Man to fly, huh? He could fly up on Gold Leaf. He could do that. Yeah, alright. We'll fly forward. And then Gold
Can we
Leaf.
get between balance like that?
Cloud of
What's-
Prone, and he can fly. Also, in the example of like diagonal movement, they in the rules they show that you could just walk diagonally between two enemies. It's crazy. Which I think we have done in other games. Yeah. Yeah. So like if Songbow and Jade were opposed to Isaac, Isaac could just move in the diagonal between them. I don't know. It's kind of nuts. But in this case, I don't usually do that. In this case, he's flying, so he's just gonna fly over you two prone allies. Here's a claw for you. Oof, that's gonna miss. This dude rolls pretty terrible, except for that one crit. Isaac, to you.
So I got that gargoyle. So I'm gonna ask this. It's gonna be kind of meta. We have a gargoyle in the party.
Yeah, yeah.
Do we know of any like or like resistances that they might
Well,
have?
you know that Loritz has an ability that lets him resist damage, and
Okay.
if you are curious and don't respect his medical history or whatever, you
Yeah,
might
yeah.
ask him like
Uh,
why does it only work once in a while? Why can't you do it all the time?
as,
It's part of
As a-
their
yeah.
disease is like breaking down their bodies and stuff. Normally gargoyles are very resilient to damage.
Gotcha. Okay. All right. Yeah, I would definitely have asked, especially if since we were like, I thought he was a dead person who came back as a rock. So, all right. I'm going to versatile violet. I'm going to use fire damage.
All right, let's do it.
All right. Yeah, I'm gonna have to roll again, I think. So, so here's my second.
Okay. Please, Foundry,
Yeah, that dude.
believe in yourself. I'm like stuck again.
I got 25. 14 said it missed. Like it told me it missed.
Okay. Once
But-
I can move again, I'll apply it. I'm sorry. I'm
you're
like
fine.
stuck. I don't think I'm fine. I'm mad about it. I'm mad about it. Let's
It'd be
see.
7 points of fire.
Okay. I'm gonna. Oh, maybe. I see that you've drawn a vial twice now.
Hmm.
I'm waiting for it to catch
Yeah, he's
up.
double fisting it.
Yeah. Oh wait.
Now
Now
doing it.
No, it scrolled
Yeah.
my chat up for some reason. Oh, wait. Oh, okay. A bunch of dice appeared. This is crazy. Okay. Yeah, that second one is gonna hit, and he takes full damage from the fire.
I'll shout that out.
All right. Do you want to splash and
It hurt
Yeah.
Loritz too, knowing that he
Yeah.
could take full
Yeah.
damage from fire. Nah, I'm alright.
All right. Anything else?
So I could move. So I would like to, bloop. Like give it step back.
All right. Okay. Play passes to Thoughtful Pirate, who's dealing with stuff upstairs. I'm just going to remove them from the battle at this point. They are definitely in over their heads, fighting against Skelebrosif and Silvereye, your two most powerful NPC allies. Yeah. So there's just going to be like a pile of bodies, I guess, clogging the staircase to the surface. All right. So Thoughtful is going to... Damn. All right. You're obviously with a bad crowd, Lawrence. She doesn't have a healer's kit on her though. Fuck. Okay. I guess she will try to help. She pulls out her cutlass, and then she will step here, and then she will attack this big cow man. All right.
Well, doesn't seem very sporting at all.
Oof. That is a critical hit because of the prone.
Yeah,
22 damage. Jesus Christ. All right. Play passes to Lords. Wouldn't you have moved to Oh, did he drop you with?
No, I have 5 health.
Oh, okay, okay. Oh, I thought you were dead.
Nope.
Oh,
Just
okay.
barely hanging on.
All right.
That's why I was wondering.
I was also confused, but I did not correct you.
Yeah. It's like, you know what? We're gonna let this ride.
All right. So seeing you like, you know, exhale like dust and sand, she charges you and says, "Oh, you're not dead."
Are you so concerned with my well-being?
We
He
fight
turned-
for your people.
He turns to the gargoyle.
What is the meaning of this? How are you not afflicted by the air's curse?
He
And-
says, hey, sorry. He says,
I don't have time to explain with your allies killing me. If
Then
you
I'll have
wish
to-
to live and find a cure, then step away. I'll just have to beat it out of you.
okay.
All right. He's gonna go for his flurry.
All right.
And
This guy would be off guard. Flanked.
So because
Is he
of all
being
my lagging in Foundry,
everyone's fine.
it showed Loris is dead for me. So if you guys are confused why I was saying that he was dead or down or whatever, yeah.
damage. Map attack.
Okay.
Ah.
All right.
Um,
This wasn't a flurry though, right? This
was a
just
flurry.
It was a flurry. Okay.
First action flurry.
Okay.
So make the DC 18 Fortitude save.
All right. Fortitude save. All right, and then he'll do take the damage. He does resist some of the damage.
And then she'll go in for second action, map a 10.
Okay.
Just blindly furious. No good. Last action, I'm gonna recall knowledge about this gargoyle and his lack of affliction.
Sure. Okay. Your first thought is that they have a cure here. That maybe your search is over.
He looks thoughtful and hopeful.
You may ask one additional question about the gargoyle.
What's its resistance? What's it doing?
Gargoyles, when they are fit and hardy and tough, and not player characters, of low level, they have innate physical resistance 5, except adamantine.
Okay. Well,
In case
not
you're
Bella,
wondering.
so.
Yeah. All right. Play passes to Cloud Hoof.
All right, get up.
Oh, buddy. All right. As you stand up, let's see. All right. As you go to stand up, we'll remove the prone status. There we go. And then you get reaction attacked by both of these guys. So,
Lovely.
claw attack from clawed feet. Gonna miss. Man, dude might need some glasses or something. And then a cutlass attack from a thoughtful pirate 2. And miss. Whew! Alright, so you're back up on your feet?
Alright. We're gonna target, not the gargoyle, we're gonna target the pirate here.
Okay.
Yeah, thoughtful pirate. And his phantom jaws will come out to strike again. Really? Really?
Alright, as you swing on her, kind of ducks out of the way.
There we go. Because I'm that angry.
Alright. But then you catch her with a backbreaker. Oh my god. Critical effect until healed. They are clumsy 2 and enfeebled 2. Jesus Christ. Alright.
A gentle 10 damage that breaks their back.
Yeah. You just hear a crunch as you just hit them right in the fucking spine.
Alright.
All right.
So first attack. So stand, 1 attack. Our second attack will go to the gargoyle. We're trying. Oh well.
Alright.
PC 21. Ugh.
Okay. Play passes to... yeah? That's 3?
That's 3.
Alright. Play passes to Shadeling. Alright. Thanks to its ability, Speed Surge, it has flown up and around. Isaac.
Oh no.
It flies in and past you.
Good dragon. Good dragon.
Oh, there's a lot of lights in here, though, huh? You butts. Who's got the light? Is he down the hallway? Is that little jerk down the hallway? All right. Let's see.
This little jerk down the hallway. What you gonna do about it?
Well, it's gonna fly in.
Come in. I'll shine this shit in your face.
It is no longer blind because it is acclimated to the light, but it is dazzled while it's in the bright light. Fortunately, that dazzled shouldn't impact its ability to fire off its breath weapon that has come back.
Oh, thank God.
Alright. So here we go. Shadow Breath. Alright. Maybe it has. Hold on. Alright, yeah. Wow. Okay. So it fires down the hallway. It's
Yes.
going
Hit
for...
gargoyle, friend.
It is actually going to go for... I just had Luris targeted from last turn. It wouldn't have been able to shoot Luris. I'm going to be going for Cloudhoof back ass end and Jade with this attack. So each of you give me a reflex saving throw. Alright, here comes the damage. Alright, so Jade, 9 points of cold damage, Cloudhoof half, and then your, it's all automated. Alright, Board Pirate, very dead. Play passes to Gold Leaf.
Alright, I see this gargoyle that's down in front of me. I look for Lords. He's on their last legs. Then back to the gargoyle. Do you want to take this asshole alive, or...
If possible, but if not, do what must be done.
Knocking him out is gonna be a hard thing to do.
Yeah, his AC very high.
Yeah. I'm gonna attempt to strike him with my rapier. First attack. Rerolling that. That hits.
That's gonna hit, yeah.
9 piercing.
All right, to the gargoyle.
Yep.
All right, he resists 5 of it.
All right. Second attack with map. I'll reroll that. All right, here's what it is. Then gonna finish that up with casting shield. And that's it.
Okay. Play passes to Captain Jade.
Shouldn't that second attack that Goldleaf did have +10 because he rerolled?
It does have a +10.
Only if you roll in a certain. If you roll a certain amount, it does it.
Ah,
Yeah, if
okay.
the roll
Yeah.
the roll on the dice was a 3, which is below, which would have had 10, but I also had it was a map which had a -5
Yeah.
as well.
Ah, okay.
Yeah.
Well, poop. Okay. I'm going to. Why is this gargoyle? Gargoyle? That's right, gargoyle. Why's he gotta be so resistant to everything?
Only physical.
And we want to keep him alive, huh?
Or we can harvest him after. Or whatever.
I have a glue bomb.
We're getting our asses kicked. Let's not get caught up in the minutia of things.
Yeah.
True. Okay, let's go ahead and. I wish my boy Cloudhoof wasn't right in front of me, because I feel like I can't shoot through him, right?
Yeah,
You can, just gives him cover.
Yeah, it just gives him cover.
Okay. We'll go ahead
I
and
can't
try
go
to.
incorporeal yet. I'm trying.
We'll go ahead and cast Eldritch Lance and try to hit our boy the gargoyle.
That's gonna hit. Even with the cover from Cloudhoof.
Nice.
Oh fuck. Okay. 14 points of damage. This does not have the non-lethal trait. So you milked this dude's brain.
Damn, I'm good.
All right. As he drops, thoughtful pirate screams, "Franz, not you too!" As he falls over, his eyelights go out.
With Jade's last Pac-Man, she's gonna reach out, and heal Cloudhoof. Oh.
Awesome.
Yay!
Woohoo!
Damn.
All my other heals have been great, so I had to have a shitty one.
Easy come, easy go.
Alright, that's me.
All
I'm
right.
back on my typical dice rolls. Yeah.
Play passes to Songbow. I mean,
Alright,
you've had a
back
couple
in-
crits tonight. You've had a couple couple crits, broke somebody's back.
Pac-Man 1, I move down here. As I do it, I talk to Thoughtful Pirate and I say, look, I understand that your friend just died and that's awful, but also I feel like you give up really the opportunity to have a moral outrage over such a thing when you make a living kidnapping people.
Dang.
And to
That's
be
deep.
specific, I took the route through here
Okay.
so that I wouldn't
So
be
you
an
wouldn't go next
opportunity
to her?
attack plan.
Yeah. Yeah, her
Um,
reaction hasn't come back either, so.
And then with my second 2, I'm gonna shoot her. I correct that. I'm going to attempt to shoot her and miss.
Okay. All right.
Oh yeah, that's a good point. It's 10:30. I'm gonna reroll that shit with a hero point. Nice.
We got an hour left, though. I mean, you know.
Oh, yeah, but I got another one.
Okay. Oh, okay. You haven't used any yet. All right, that is gonna hit. Give me some damage.
Okay. This is the wrong damage. So it's gonna be this 1d6 plus 5. So it should be 11.
All right, 11 damage. Okay. All right, she takes the damage.
All right, that's me. Isaac's turn.
All right, Isaac, to you.
Alright. So, it's the dragon next. I would like to move to here. And then, I would like alchemist fires.
Not the baby.
It's trying to kill us.
But just with like the frozen souls of the damned.
Oh, well,
That's gonna
I
hit.
take it
That
back.
makes it all better.
All right, give me that damage. Oof, that's a lot of damage. All right. All right, so they take the damage, and they're taking persistent fire damage. So they're definitely going to be dazzled because there's flames burning on them. All right, the creature lets out pitiful screams of pain. All right, play passes. Wait, you still got more to do, right?
I can throw another one.
Oh my god! All right.
Another one, and another one.
Oh wait! Hold on. I don't think it's in darkness. Shadow evade. No. All right, never mind. In dim light or darkness, this creature has a 50% chance to just avoid being hit by anything. It's kind of nuts.
Damn.
All right,
There's
give me that
an
next
actual-
attack. Son of a bitch. All right.
So should it automatically do the critical?
No, if you hit the critical button.
Oh, damn.
In
bad.
addition to everything else that you're doing to it, it is going to take 5 mental damage. That makes sense. Holy shit. Alright.
Good.
Yeah, it is done. It just burned to a crisp. Just and it like just falls out of the air and just dunzos.
I don't feel good about it.
All right. Well done. You've vanquished your first dragon.
Isaac, the Dragon Slayer.
Great. I have him upside down.
Yeah, you keep turning upside down.
I don't know why I'm upside down.
He chased the dragon and then he vanquished it.
I keep trying to flip you back up, but then you keep turning upside down again. All right.
The ballad of you.
You're
This
never going to
lady-
keep me down.
This lady is up. You said some mean stuff to her. Said some real mean stuff to her. That she wasn't allowed to have emotional agency or something. That's terrible. I'm gonna roll a will save.
Hurtful but true.
Okay. You hear a deep sob from inside the mask, and she says, "Hurtful, but true. I don't want to fight.
To correct the error of your ways.
I don't want to fight anymore." And you hear her weapon clang to the ground. Clunk.
Hooray, we got another crew member.
Whoa, whoa, whoa. She's dedicated to the cause. All right. All right. Is anybody down, dying, taking ongoing damage, or anything like that?
I was just really messed up, but not dead.
Okay. Then we can, if you accept the surrender, then we can end the combat.
So I'd like to know more about her cause.
All right. All right.
Look, we're just here to find the rest of our crew. As I said, they were kidnapped.
Yeah, the crew that you guys had destroyed the ship on the Hydro Forge. Yeah, that was our people. And you also killed 2 of ours as well.
I mean, they thought they did.
Did a piss
Shut
poor
up.
job.
They killed
They
him.
weren't really
killed
dead,
him.
though.
They killed him. Shut up.
She just sobs quietly inside her mask, and she says, "We have to do what must be done. Terranathus doesn't deserve any mercy."
We're not even associated with Terranathus. And you killed our people and
We're-
destroyed our ship.
I think we're
But the
wanted by
crew-
here now.
That's not true. That ship at the Hydro Forge, we received intel from Terranathus that you would be there.
Who told you?
Yeah, because they ran us out. What do you mean? Why would Terranathus give you information about where their ship would be if they... Do you see how that doesn't make any sense?
I don't.
You were just doing their dirty work for them.
That's not it. That's not it at all. We did what the captain told us to do.
Okay, so your captain's an idiot. That doesn't
And I wasn't
mean...
even there. My crew wasn't responsible for the attack on your friends.
Are you part of the Dawn Peak Raiders?
Yes, but I
Then
serve
you're
under
part
the,
of what happened.
I serve under the Iron Queen. We handle... Well,
Yeah, we do
Does it have to
different
do with kidnapping or selling of slaves?
the trafficking of creatures.
That's another word for slavery, right?
You're putting a negative spin on it.
On slavery.
It's not the same.
It is.
It's
Of people who didn't want to be taken and are forcefully being taken to somewhere they don't want to be.
we need
And-
funds and allies for our research, for our crusade.
Yes, that's a good excuse.
To be...
You wouldn't understand. How could you? You've been brainwashed by that city and its wizards.
Again, the city is trying to capture and or kill us. We don't exactly have an affiliation with them anymore. We just want our friends back.
I think it's actually just like a specific sub-faction of the city that's after us. I don't think it's really the whole city. I think it's just some very powerful people pulling some strings for some reason.
Yeah, but if they're the ones pulling the string, then they can pull the minds of the people there, unfortunately.
I mean, a large group of people don't want to kill me in the city. So.
While we're interacting with this raider, can
Mhm.
I be lay on handsing some of our team members?
Yes, it would apply. Like, there's a 10-minute cooldown between lay on hands, right? To
Okay.
get your focus points back. So, did you have any focus points left at the end of the fight?
I did not.
All right, so 10 minutes haven't gone by yet. If you want to bow out of the conversation and just be in the background focusing, then you could, but you would need to kind of take pains to get the tokens back. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I can
What?
treat wounds if necessary. I can treat
So
wounds on a convoy.
just out of curiosity, what is it that you have so much against Terranathis? Like, they make their own water. The food is like a lot of it's from like hydras, at least for like the poor people.
Because of what they
they-
did to their gargoyles.
What is this nonsense about gargoyles?
Your people, they got sick, and then they just got tossed aside.
They never found a cure.
Are you telling me that a city built by wizards, filled with magic, they couldn't find a cure for you?
Lawrence looks doubtful as he looks over at the other gargoyle. How did this one not suffer the same affliction?
Because Franz is from this plane. He's not a gargoyle from Terranathis.
Oh, so all our gargoyles do is have to not be born where they were born? That doesn't make any sense. How is that a solution?
It's not a solution. We're working towards a solution.
By
The Dawnbeak
kidnapping
Raiders
people.
were founded by gargoyles.
There's no gargoyle in Terranathis that would want for their life to be saved on the backs of slaves.
She gets real quiet. You can't see her face 'cause she's got the mask on.
She does have weapons, right? She said that she threw
Let's
them
say
down.
there's a-
I mean, she's got her. She dropped her her gun and her sword, but you do see that she has three daggers.
Jolee's gonna pick up the gun and cutlass.
Okay.
Let's do a thought experiment here. Let's say we're in a room with a bunch of toddlers, but there's a baby trapped up on a high shelf in the same room. But there's no ladder around. How do we get the baby down? So we just start killing toddlers and piling them up, and we use the pile of dead toddlers to rescue the baby.
What?
Is rescuing the baby still right?
Huh?
I mean, you're
I think
enslaving
he's-
all these people.
Do
You're
you kill
kidnapping all of
baby?
these people. No, it's a thought experiment, woman. Pay attention.
Are
The
you,
lives
You're
through a
killing all
cost.
these people. You're kidnapping all of these people, all in the pursuit of your grand goal of saving the gargoyles.
well,
All of those people still died. All of those people were still kidnapped.
well,
How is
they
that
don't
better?
die. They go. We rehome them.
You rehome them.
You sell them.
You
To a species that favors prime material meat.
you were literally feeding them to genies.
No, the genies don't eat them. That's not true.
How many of my kin have you sold to their death?
Well,
I heard the gargoyle himself here say it's been a long time since he's had beef. The second he saw me.
well,
Well, everybody, I mean, I guess if rehoming is the same thing as slavery, I guess we could just kill her because that would be the same thing as just, her sleeping forever, and sleeping's not wrong, right?
if you
I was
kill
thinking
me, then
forcible
do it.
reincarnation.
Where's your captain?
I'm not from the prime material. I'm not affected by the diseases that you brought with you. I won't become a
Aw,
returned, and I have nothing to fear from death.
Aw, you want to test that theory? Because I want to test that theory.
Wait.
Do you have anything to fear from being...
She raises her head to look up at you, and then keeps raising it to expose her neck. You see that her skin is a light bluish color, where it is no longer hidden by the mask or cold weather clothing.
Do you have
She-
anything to fear from being turned into like a marble statue? I've heard, I'm not sure, but I've heard that they're conscious the whole time, and that they slowly are driven insane by the isolation and inability to interact with the world.
Oh, so you have heard of my captain then?
So I take it your captain is a Medusa?
No. Are you
Then
talking
what are
about
you talking
the creature
about?
that runs the stone ranch?
Yeah.
She gets real quiet, but it's hard to see in the shadows of her mask any facial expressions. She
Jade
just
takes her mask off.
Okay. Do you get an uppies from that, or do you like how's that?
How tall are they?
They're like 5'8".
I'm not
Oh,
fast.
so you kind of
I'm
hop up.
short.
Yeah, okay, all right. Yeah, so you hop up and grab the mask. Okay, all right.
It's more like an acrobatic, like
I
one
got you, I
hand
got you.
backflip, kick it off with her foot kind of thing.
All right. As you pull it off, her hair begins to flutter freely in the light of the I guess room. And she looks otherworldly beautiful, just like Cloudhoof and almost every sylph that you guys encounter. But her face also looks I don't want to say cruel, but like she looks like a person that has very much like been indoctrinated. You know what I'm saying? Like she's a part of something bigger than herself. She believes in it. She knows she's a part of
drinking the Kool-Aid quite a bit.
she's proud to be a part of something that's doing a lot of good, that's putting good out into the world, even if they have to do bad to do it. It's worth it. And the people of Terranathus, they're not the same as other people. They're bad people. That's kind of the vibes that you guys are picking up off of her.
You mentioned that your captain had learned about our ship from Terranathus. Who reached out to them?
I don't know. I'm just a rank and file crew member.
All right. Then where are the captives from that ship?
They're down below.
Is your captain here on this island?
She smiles, and in that smile, you see a sort of mad confidence. And she says,
Yes.
All right. Well, I feel like we have the information that we need here. We don't need this person anymore.
I'll go punch her in the throat.
"Oh my god!" Like lethally?
No,
Oh, okay.
just knock her out.
All right. She crumples.
She badmouthed my people.
All right. Well, we're probably going to be in for a hell of a fight if we go down. That's where our people are. So, yeah, like, some of you guys aren't looking so hot.
Lawrence has crumpled into the bedroll over here.
I can group cast a heal if everybody wants to gather in the same spot. I can't guarantee it'll be great, but it's something.
Oh, did this lady have bullets on them?
Yes. Yeah,
Yeah.
both of them would have had bullets on them.
Yeah,
May I take
let's-
her 3 daggers?
Yeah, I will throw the stuff into the party stash.
It's a
Cloud
throw.
is looking very frustrated because these are the people that stole, most likely the ones that stole the calves from his village. So
Yeah.
he's livid at them.
And remember, as far as getting information from the city, you guys do have evidence that they have people inside Terranathus that are, that are doing stuff and organizing stuff. And
Well,
yeah.
the person who stole, that was a different lady. That was that Nephilim lady who stole from
Right,
the Minotaur.
but
But they
you-
could have sold them to the Raiders. 'Cause I
Right,
don't
right,
recall
right,
if we had anything specific that said something about the Raiders being the ones stealing.
I do believe you did hear that they were
Yeah.
selling it to the Dombik
That's where I
Raiders.
first
Yeah.
heard the Dawnbeak Raiders mentioned was because of them.
Yeah. So these guys are probably like the middleman of that whole transaction. Yeah, take it. Fun.
Look, the amount of chaos that we've created down here, I'm fearful that their captain may be alerted to our
Oh, yeah.
presence here.
Wasn't there someone who ran off earlier? Did you
There
guys
was
get
like
them?
2 people.
Yeah, we don't exactly have a lot of time.
We could try to set a trap.
Perhaps we could find a fortifiable location, door with a
Can I
lock.
recall knowledge on the captain that she mentioned?
The Iron Queen? Sure.
Yeah.
Songbow. You are not familiar with that name, but that kind of jives with you guys only knowing of collectively of the 4 most famous captains of the Dombeek fleet. Goldleaf, are you also rolling to see
Yeah.
what you know about that? Okay. All right. You have thought about this before, right? Because you guys were collectively trying to see what you knew. But even with this being your second attempt, you would know that. Here we go. Among the Dawnbeak
Yeah, 'cause
Raiders.
we know that there's one that's like a harpy with broken wings, one that's a gargoyle, and one that's a return.
Yep. So you know that they are led by Admiral.
And then Cinder something was like the last.
Yeah, Varkun Cindermaro. And then they have 3 of the most famous captains that you know of. But then, we kind of discussed that there can't be 9 ships and only 4 captains. So this is one of the captains that you didn't know or couldn't remember the name of. And now hearing that name kind of jogs your memory a bit. She is a gargoyle, but not a gargoyle from Terranathus. She is a gargoyle from the ruins of Nebrinde. So the ruins of Nebrinde are a long time ago, before Terranathus, another city tried to flee to the elemental plane of air, or was sent to the elemental plane of air, or wild magic, whatever. That city did not do so well. There was a strange gravitational phenomenon that sort of collapsed and compacted both cities. they kind of got mashed together into an orb, like a floating ball of buildings. So essentially, the city and all of its outlying like suburbs was transposed, and then Katamari Damacy or whatever, like rolled together into a ball that now drifts throughout the elemental plane of air. It is apparently the home of the gargoyles that call the elemental plane of air home, because gargoyles are elemental earth, but also elemental air to a certain extent, and so there are some that are native to this plane now, and that is where they are from. This kind of jogs the memory that the Dawnbeak Raiders were a group of pirates that were operating in the elemental plane of air before Terranathus arrived 30 years ago, but in the time since, they have gained a tremendous amount of popularity, momentum, followers, things like that.
Right. I think we also heard that they're now also being backed by 3 hags or some shit.
Allegedly, they are being backed by the Echoes, which are 3 Minotaur hags who seek the downfall and destruction of Terranathus. Yeah. Regarding the Iron Queen, it is rumored that she is a stone sorceress, and that her kiss can turn you to stone.
Do you promise?
It'll definitely turn something to stone.
My dear sir, what are you implying? Are you implying something indecent?
I have a
How
medicine.
dare you?
I'm pretty sure in my alchemical book I have medicines.
Yeah, she is cold and beautiful, with razor sharp, obsidian tipped wings. And she's called the Iron Queen because she is heavy duty into creature trafficking and torture.
A big fan of Iron Maiden.
Alas, she is no longer a maiden, so she is the Iron Queen. It's not going to false advertise.
All right. Well, I guess down below their captain is one tough cookie, so we better be ready. Goldleaf is taking the cold weather gear off these people, or at least one of them, and putting it on.
Okay.
Yeah, time to salvage some cold weather gear.
Yeah, there
Or salvage
was
in general.
4, 5, I guess. 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, so there's 4 if you take her clothes.
No, she's still alive. We're not gonna take her clothes.
Okay, then I'll move one of them back onto her.
She may be serving an idiot, but she wasn't one. She had the common sense to surrender. Unless somebody else disagrees. I mean, by all means, I don't want to speak for everyone.
No.
Well, we need to move quickly. I think there's only so much time that both Silvereye and Gelobrosa can hold off whatever's up top.
Yeah.
And I think the people down below are probably going to start getting a bit suspicious if they haven't heard anything from the people up on this level, I guess.
I mean, what's stopping one or two of us from putting on the garb that those up here were wearing and just wandering about freely. We could be disguised.
I don't think I'd blend very well.
Yeah, I was thinking the size discrepancy may be a bit of an
Yeah,
issue.
maybe Loritz and maybe Isaac.
I'm not much of an actor.
I mean, I'm not either, but
Just an idea, of course.
well, I'm not terrible at it.
Oh,
I
no,
did
no.
take some.
It was a good idea. It's just I don't think our actual makeup kind of agrees with it.
Well, what if we dress up and then you all pretend to be slaves that we've captured, or intruders that we've captured? They obviously know there's something going on.
This is a good plan.
Yes, that could work.
That could work.
It's worth trying.
Whatever you all
Alright.
think's best.
I will put 4 Dawnbeak Raider masks into your group inventory. All right. So what is the play from here?
I apparently can change into a medium-sized humanoid with this, so I will
Oh,
do that.
okay.
And then I'll put on one of the disguises.
I actually have a disguise kit.
Well, do we? How many sets of warm clothes do we have?
Maybe 3.
Okay, then I'm gonna set my exploration action because we gotta do that, right?
Yeah, assume that when you're not in combat, you can and should assign yourselves exploration
I'll be
actions.
doing the cold resistance, keeping up my stance. You said that. Well, I can't do anything else, but I'll keep up the shifting stance to get the cold resistance.
This guy gonna have 500 tokens by the end of this campaign.
How many lay on hands do you think I could fit in after refocusing while everybody's getting dressed and we're sorting out our plan?
Well, you have allies that went upstairs to fend off whatever was upstairs and coming downstairs. So eventually they will either return successfully or bad guys will arrive. It's just
It's
about
like
how many 10-minute intervals do you wanna go through, essentially.
We probably don't want to waste too much time.
I'm assuming just the taking of equipment, the talking, the knocking people out. I mean, I'm gonna say it's been at least 20 minutes already.
Okay, cool.
Yeah. So that would have been 2 times that you could have done your lay hands. Well, how many focus points do you normally have?
2.
2, and the focus points come back one every 10 minutes, right? So
Yes.
yeah, okay. All right. So Songbow, in order to make yourself medium, I'm trying to remember how you convince a player character sheet that it's not small anymore, but I think it's tied to your heritage unless you have some kind of macro to tell it. We'll just know that you're medium. It's fine.
Yeah, we'll just
Okay.
can medium strength. I love it.
All right, but if you do another lay on hands, the second one, and then you head out, that means you'll be heading in with no no focus points. Do you want to go
That's
another?
okay.
You want to go another 10 minutes?
I think I'm gonna lay on hands the Ritz one more time since he's almost out, because I think I'd rather spend both focus
and
points
while you're
now.
doing this,
So,
Isaac can be healing too, right?
Yeah, well, I can with battle medicine. I think I can still treat wounds on Laritz. Like I can do it now because I have continuous healing.
Yeah.
Or whatever. I failed to heal you, Cloudhoof. I'm sorry.
Okay.
Oh damn. But not
so
critically though.
No, just regular healing.
Okay.
So I could probably switch off and do Laritz if you want to do Cloudhoof.
Yeah, go ahead and do Laritz. I got him for 12 already with one lay on hands, so I'll come over here and get Cloudhoof.
Okay, so you could have dropped a heal attempt on everybody twice while Jade was powering up focus points.
Okay.
That's better. Thank you.
Mm-hmm. So then I'm gonna do another treat wounds on you.
That would be grand.
Is there any? Can I even treat wounds myself? I never remember.
You can treat wounds
Yes,
yourself.
you can treat. Yep, you can treat wounds yourself. Cloudhoof, with that amazing perception, you hear nothing other than your party.
Awesome.
But based on where you are, yeah.
I'm a. Alright, go treating your wound.
Oh, yeah, that's good. Thank you.
So how much healing am I getting?
Thank you.
I can do it twice to you, Goldie.
I'm already at full.
Oh, never mind.
Yeah, I barely took anything. The only damage I took was the cold coming into this place.
Jade, I'm gonna treat wounds with you too.
Do we lose Jade? Oh no, there she goes.
Wasn't wanting to work for the longest time. Don't know why.
Hooray!
I'm here to second heal on you, Jade.
I'm up to 29.
I'll come back for you to do my second. Your critical success, Jade. I can't get over anymore. I have you.
So, Crash. This staircase I see. Is this leading down?
It leads down.
Okay. I'm actually gonna dim my lit lantern.
You get 8.
I don't know if you can turn that effect off on me.
Oh, sure. I can go in and light. Just do 0, 0.
I'm at 37 out of 52. That's as good as we can get for now. That's fine.
Thank you.
So, song about acceptance to you.
I mean, I'm only missing 3 HP, but sure.
While
I'm bloodied.
Yeah.
I only have 16.
I healed you for 8 and 16.
I see it.
Yep.
While you guys are healing, those of you who do not do healing, are you just like staying close to the group, kind of keeping an eye out for trouble, or are you looking for trouble.
I mean, I had
I'm
moved
thinking
off
real
to-
hard.
I mean, I had moved off over here just to kind of see like what was over in this area.
Uh-huh.
I'm also. Wait, no, that's a different character. Never mind. Not doing that exploration action. I guess I'd just be doing a seek or search or whatever the hell it is to look around.
Okay. If that's the case, go ahead and give me a blind or a GM only perception.
Man, counters to being so slow. Well, they click the
Here, I
Helios
can
song.
delete. I can delete chat if everybody's done with that. That should speed things up a little bit.
Oh, what did I roll on it before you delete?
I have checked it. You see everything that matters.
All right, perfect.
I have 2 rolls that are, I think, supposed to be coming through for.
Okay,
Longbow.
I see medicine check for Songbow failure,
Alright, no,
and
that's
a
decent.
medicine check. I don't know who the target is. It just says success.
It's supposed to be Songbow.
Okay.
Then it won't let me target myself for treatment. So,
Hmm.
like, it says you have to have a target or a token target. I'm like,
What if you just have yourself selected,
that's what yeah.
and then
Oh,
you
hang on.
can't?
I got it. I had to hit T.
So in the meantime, I got these simple manticles. I'm gonna put them on the chick who's
okay.
knocked out. So
All right.
I can't see any things that are rolling. So if I feel myself, can you please flag it?
Okay. You got after, so you've had a success, a failure, a critical success, and then a success.
What about the
So failure was on Songbow for one of those, right?
yeah.
Okay.
I just rolled on myself, but it's just not rolling.
Oh, the last 2 were for yourself.
Yeah.
All right,
That
then
was
you
a
critically
success and a
succeeded
crit.
on yourself, so that'd be a total of 68.
Okay. Can you tell me the number that I rolled?
24.
Thank you.
You may want to just refresh Foundry if you're not seeing
This
anything.
This is my second refresh.
Oh, geez. Okay.
Yeah.
All right, now I'm going to delete chat.
This made my page unresponsive for a second.
What, deleting the chat did?
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. So 20 minutes of talking, looting, and healing. Do you want to go for another 10, or are you gonna press on?
I think we should get to
I
moving.
think we good.
Okay.
Did I discover anything while I was thinking real hard?
What were you thinking hard about? Was it recall knowledge?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Yeah, so this particular room, it has floor to ceiling racks where sarcophagi were stored, but it looks like all of them have been either broken open, or pulled off the shelves or looted. However, the large tomb or sarcophagus in the center of the room seems to have been left untouched. And it looks like whoever is buried here is a person or creature of great importance.
Is having like a large tomb complex beneath them something that's normal for Sarenrae monasteries, or is this kind of like odd?
Most churches back in Galarian, they do have like mausoleum like style like crypts, beneath the churches for people that were either important to the church or I mean, let's just put it out there, donated heavily to the church. Oh, my bad. This one is open. It is not sealed. Yeah, it has been broken open and looted. But it looked like whoever it was for a very important person. You would assume, based on what you know of with your check, that it was probably a crusader or a first edition paladin, something like that.
Someone real dignified, like.
I think I found the staircase going down.
Oh, right. So where is it? Songbow. As you inspect the sarcophagus in the center of the room, you do finally see the inscription that says it is Sir Carith Valkus, Dawn Shield of Kalisho. Which I mean, whoever he was, his remains are not here anymore. All right, I'm gonna hero stack you guys to bring you down to the next level. Are you leaving your prisoner up here, or dragging them along with you?
Let's throw him in the sarcophagus. No.
Okay.
Oh god.
I mean, the lid's broke. Do you put the 2 broken pieces back on top?
No, I don't think we should actually probably do that.
Oh, okay. Do you
Probably
douse the
just lay
fire?
'em in
Do you
there.
douse the fire here, or do you leave it to burn out?
The one where we lit the pillow on fire?
No.
That one over
There's
there.
a fire right here. Yeah.
I think we can probably just let it burn out.
Okay.
Like it's made of stone around here. I don't think we have to be too worried about it burning down or anything.
Okay.
Are we going with that disguise plan?
I thought that's what was decided upon.
Yeah, I think
Yeah, I'm
that's
good with
probably our
that.
best bet.
All right. Who is wearing disguise?
That would be.
Medium-sized songbow, Isaac, and Loritz, I think, because we have 3 full disguises, correct?
There's
Yeah.
3
A
pairs
gold
of,
leaf and a jade and a trench coat.
Honestly, I really like that.
No, you're right. That's better.
Okay. Is that the play?
Ooh, it's so tempting.
I was kidding, but I kind of want to now.
Make it happen.
I really don't recommend it. We're going to die.
So Loritz, are you not gonna have a disguise? You're just gonna bank on their love of gargoyles?
Listen, I believe in my captain.
Okay. So if the captain is like, we're gonna wear the 3rd disguise, you go raw dog in it.
I grabbed one of the disguises, so we have 4 total.
Well, there would have been 4, but the lady.
We have 4. You have 4 masks, so you could do gargoyle body with mask on. You just isn't as well hidden by the cold weather clothes.
Right. That's fine.
Okay. All right. So Jade, are you the top or the bottom?
I feel like I'd got to be the bottom.
Oh, okay. All right. Bottom captain. Interesting. All right.
I feel like I'm bigger than
What's
Oh
your-
Goldleaf.
dang,
what's-
Goldleaf. Dang.
But I don't know. I
What's his
keep
strength?
every time
What's
I
your
picture
strength?
Goldleaf, I feel like he's shorter than Jade is.
That is a good question. What is the strength? They got a 10 strength. That's not terrible. Or a 0 strength. You're actually stronger, Goldleaf. Do you want to be the bottom?
Wood. I'll be the bottom.
Oh, okay.
That's fine. I don't care either way. I just kept picturing Goldleaf being like half the size of
So
Jade.
also, I am a leaf, so it probably is better if I'm on top.
Yeah, probably.
I don't like it.
All right. Yeah, you're a leaf flesh. You don't weigh any. Oh my god. All right, so this is what we're working with. All right. And are you bringing the prisoner? Or are you leaving her up here? What's the play?
I say we leave her up here.
Yeah, she
she's
can give us
shackled.
away.
Yeah, she's
Okay.
Yeah.
All right,
but-
shackled, and you just dump her in here.
Yeah.
But you don't put the lid on, to clarify,
No.
or you do? Okay, you don't. All right.
No,
But
that'd be bad.
there's enough scraps of clothing. We can gag her, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, definitely want to do that.
Okay.
And
All
then
right.
what's our alibi? We're escorting this big Minotaur fellow who tried to bust in.
I think that's the idea.
He is still
All right.
missing a couple of hit points, so that can sell it.
Yeah, it's still a little beat up.
Dang, you guys look kind of sinister with these masks on. All right. All right. As you head down the stairs, you find yourselves in a stone room. The stone, those of you with engineering lore, this is new construction. This is not part of the church. This is something that has been carved into the rock island. You can see that there's a row of 4 bunk beds in this 10-foot ceilinged room. There is a brazier, burns low in the, we'll call it northeast corner. And then next to that, along the north wall, is a door. Oh, and I guess there's a door in between these 2 beds over here as well, on the western wall.
All right, one of these beds only tells the truth, and one of them only
It
lies.
is strange that there would be these nicely made beds that doesn't look like anybody's used them in a while, and then there were people sleeping in bedrolls upstairs. It's also weird that they would have beds, and these beds actually look freshly made, but also literally they look like they have been recently built, like they're new beds. And they're in the entryway. It's like lazy Minecraft players.
It's the worst. I don't know. This all just feels off.
So, eeny,
All right, Goldleaf, pick a door.
meeny, miny, mo, catch a
Oh, God.
tiger. Buy it.
Just go with this one. Goddamn. No.
Alright. Shut up, prisoner. But we will go through that door.
All right.
Well,
Are we all
I can't even move.
Our
It's.
one prisoner.
I mean, he's a big boy.
Oh yeah, shouldn't I technically have you mount on Jade, and then Jade controls the movement?
Yeah.
Yeah, hold on. Did you just do it?
No.
Okay, hold on. I think it's what is it? Should be M for me. There you go. It's not dirty though. It's not in a dirty way.
I feel like I have reins and Goldleaf's like, get along, little doggy.
Your words, not mine. All right, I guess we're going through this door. Oh, it's locked. Never mind.
Hold on, it's not actually locked. I just am in the habit now of locking all doors on maps because it's better than not locking all doors. You know what I'm saying?
Fair.
All right. So you open the door.
Oh, that's cute. It gave me a little horse icon for mountain.
There is a guy asleep. He looks like a sylph. He's got a big fluffy afro mane going on, just like Cloudhoof. What his other ancestry is, could be a drow? Question mark. Unknown. You see a mask hanging from the corner of the bed. It is identical to the masks, or they're not all exactly the same, but it's a beaked mask similar to what you guys are wearing. And then you see the padded armor hanging up as well. This dude just sleeping in his boxers. He's really honk shoeing it up too.
Maybe we just close this and jam the door so we can't leave.
Are there any other doors that we can see in that room, or is this the only exit?
From where you are, you don't see anything else. Oh, there is another door on the northern wall. I'm gonna do a perception check on this guy, see if he hears you guys monkeying around.
Nah, we good. He can't hear shit.
We will see. He do have a -5 from being unconscious, or something crazy like that.
So what I'm hearing is pillow over the face.
Oh my god! Whatever you got to do. I mean, they're slavers. They're bad people.
Oh yeah, no, I got no remorse for any of these dudes.
All right. Damn. Jade, what is your stealth?
I think it's a 3.
Okay, yeah. You actually, as you were trying to be the legs, you kind of like hit the door with your hip, and it opens more than you meant to, and goes kunk. And then this guy is like, huh? And we will roll it to initiative. He is prone in bed, and his armor will be lower than normal. And
well, hold on. We're in a trench coat situation. So
Yeah.
I mean,
all he sees is just another raider friend.
Okay, that's fair. All right, so if you're not gonna go hostile on him, then yeah, we'll go and we'll keep it civil. He looks up, bleary-eyed, and says, "What? Huh? Oh. Sorry, I don't know who you are with the mask."
it's fine. We're taking a prisoner further in. You can go back to sleep.
Oh, why are you coming through here, not just the other door?
Jade whispers up at Goldleaf really quiet and says, "Tell him that there were
This is when the stealth would come into play.
Yeah, this is that +3. I'm showing how great I
Oh
was.
my god!
You can tell him that there were intruders on the loose, and we're checking all the rooms."
Okay.
There was intruders on the loose, and we were checking all the rooms.
All right. The guy says, "Are you talking to yourself?
I'm trying something new.
You didn't go into the shadowed hallway, did you? It'll mess you up, man."
I stepped in there.
He sits up in bed. "You better hope the Iron Queen doesn't find out about that. She'll flip out on you. She's real tense. With us being the only ship left behind, we're running on a skeleton crew. And not even a real skeleton crew. Like Vito's got."
Alright, well, what she doesn't know won't hurt, right?
I guess.
I'm trying
That's
to
why
wink
I'm in
with
here
this mask.
sleeping in an actual bed. She's a hard woman. She don't like any of us to use these soft beds. So I guess if you don't tell her
I won't tell her.
She wants us to sleep on the ground and on the hard floor to build character, all that stuff.
Yeah. She likes us to be hard, you know? Real hard. But
Yeah.
not too hard.
I feel ya.
I have medicine for that.
Oh, who said that?
No, sorry.
There's a couple of us that had to wrangle this big guy.
Where did this big guy come from? I
We
thought
don't
we were the
fucking
only
know.
ship.
He came from out of the sky.
What? He fell?
Apparently.
Oh. Wow. Well, that's a story that's interesting enough I might get out of bed for. He starts reaching for his clothes.
Nah, it's all good. We're gonna throw him in prison. We can talk about it later. You go back to sleep.
You know what? Soft bed? Yeah, okay. It's not like he's going anywhere.
Yeah,
He
he's not
climbs
going
back in the
anywhere.
bed. He pulls the blankets over his head, and you just hear...
All right, good night, buddy.
And then just a gentle tweeting fart at the end of the snore. So, because he's got a lot of air in his body, because he's
Mhm,
sylph.
mhm.
All right.
All the air's got to escape somehow.
Exactly. They don't tell you how much sylphs fart. Nobody wants to talk about that. But
Jade whispers up
Hold
to
on.
go. Nailed it.
He gives a thumbs up, but like he also, because of how the proportions of his body, it's just these short stubby arms, I guess, on this normal size torso.
so I used to draw like chibi stuff for my kid when they were small, so they could make like little paper dolls or just whatever. And I employed the flipper limbs. Do you know what I'm saying? So they had like a little bean body.
Yep.
And then they had the little flipper.
Yep.
Yeah, that's how I picture your anatomy. He's just got a little jelly bean body, a big bobble head.
I
and
mean,
then you got
that's
four...
exactly my art.
yeah, I know. That's why I assumed that's what your proproportions were. I just thought
Right,
you were
but now
jelly,
add like
bean
another
chibi.
jelly bean to the bottom of that, so we can. But the arm size is still the same.
Oh my god!
I didn't
Little
grow
leaf
extra
arms
arms.
and
I didn't grow extra arms.
Foxtail poking out of the bottom.
And Jade, it's very strange. You, as he sits on your shoulders, it's like you
Holy,
didn't know.
there's this weird stem that keeps poking me in the face. Can you please? Can you?
I'm sorry, I'm thinking about Sarenrae too much. Let's go find her.
And you know what? You're right. It might not be like a stem. It might be like a vine because it does seem to have a bit of movement to it, a little bit of give. It's unusual.
Let's go to the other door and stop talking about my vines.
Vines multiple?
What?
Look, I'm a Leshy. The body's different now.
That must be very confusing.
It actually is.
Yeah.
Or at least the first year, it was very confusing.
I could only imagine. All right. You open the door. There's a 10-foot. There's an 8-foot high ceiling. No, you know what? Fuck it. We'll just keep it 10. It's awkwardly tall. There's a 10-foot high ceiling and a 5-foot wide hallway. It branches immediately to your left.
All right, Cloudhoof, you're gonna have to squeeze.
I'm just gonna suck.
Oh, Lord Jade.
Yeah, you're gonna have to squeeze this whole hallway, my man. That's rough. Okay.
Oh, I see a thing.
All right, there are stairs that lead down, and you can see, even with the overhang of the stairs, a very muscular Dawnbeak Raider. Your UI calls them a Dawnbeak Brute.
Oh, he jealous too.
His mask be cool as fuck though.
Yeah, that's some great fucking art.
Why
Alright,
did they
they
get
are-
the cool?
They're warming themselves by this brazier. And when they see you in your disguises, this is one of the things that I do love about Pathfinder, is that if you wear a disguise, and the disguise is appropriate for what you need the disguise to do, you don't actually have to roll any checks because people are easily fooled by disguises. And
As long as we don't do nothing to get us
Right,
out
right, right.
ourselves, then we're good.
yeah, if you get like up in their grill, or you do something that wouldn't match up with your disguise, or you know talk a lot, you know, or things like that. But a masked disguise like this, I mean, should be okay. They look up at you, and a surly woman's voice says from behind the mask, "Is it time to change shifts already?"
Not yet. Bringing in a new one though.
A new one.
Some
Are the ships back?
no
Which one is it?
ships haven't come back yet. But this big fellow just came out of nowhere. Took out a couple. Had to rough them down. Now we're bringing them to the cells.
They kind of lean forward. Cloudhoof, what precautions have you guys taken to make it look like you were a prisoner other than you being beat up?
My hands are like wound with rope.
Fake tied? Okay, I got you.
I'm actually just holding the rope in my palms of my hand.
She says,
He's Chewbacca.
did they fall out of the sky or did they fly here? A handsome one.
I had no idea. Just 1 minute we were just doing our rounds, and then next thing we know, people were just flying off the barricades.
I'd have to say he's even more handsome than Pretty Boy here. And she walks over and rattles the door to this cage. As you turn the corner, Goldleaf, and I guess Jade through the hem of the shirt or the seam of the shirt or whatever, you see Dust Tavern. He is shackled to the wall and looks pretty beat to shit. And I guess at that point we will stop for the week 'cause it's 11:30. So.
But it was getting good.
Oh no, we can continue where it's good. So. All right. I'll take you guys back to the dashboard. This is nice though, right? Because you see at least one of your crew members, so you know that at least you're in the right place. Yeah, like it would have been some real
We just
shit.
saw some random dude. It's like, oh fuck.
Yeah.
It's the princess in the castle.
Oh yeah, those people. Oh, you just
Oh yeah,
missed
that
them.
was the other hideout. That's on the other side of the pterodactyl.
Yeah. Sorry.
You guys came to Alpha. They're at Beta.
Yeah. But hey, it's all good. It's always nice to find your friend when they're missing. Maybe not shackled to a wall and beat to shit, but you know. Alright. So, you did it. That was actually several encounters chained together because of just the nature of dungeons operating in a non-video game way. Sorry, Pathfinder.
In my video game system?
In video game design Pathfinder, every room is like isolated from every other room in a dungeon by design, but thankfully, that's not how the majority of people run it, to the best of my knowledge. At least nobody I know runs it like that. Everybody runs it like a normal TTRPG, where it's like, you let people run away, they're going to go get more people and bring them back. But their encounter design is very much like, each room should be like its own thing, and then everybody can take everybody can have some orange slice. Yeah, you can have orange slices in a Capri Sun between each room. Yeah. But that's not how we run around.
I felt like it was the powered plant all over again. From
power plant was a mess, bro. This was definitely better than the power plant. Wow, that was one of the absolute craziest encounters of all time.
Just go in the back door.
Was that the other Alcansar game?
Yeah. Someone commented in chat, I think it was Ninzard, they said people in the future will study this session to better understand TTRPGs because they were all over the place. I think I had levels enabled for it too, so like they were up on the map and they're down on the map and they're fighting a boss, and like zombies are using maneuvers. Some like at least one, maybe two people got fed to the turbines. Like it was
Oh
crazy.
Jesus!
They triggered the entire building, like the first floor of the roof. They triggered the entire.
The
It was
Hero Quest
crazy.
special.
Oh man!
I
like
didn't
the
have
only-
fly. I can't imagine how much worse that would have been.
I feel like the only real chaotic fight we had in not Sunset, it was High Noon, was the riverboat one. And that one was a little bit over the place for us.
I would say that it was not as
But
crazy.
it's nothing
like,
compared to
Nope.
theirs.
There's their campaign was bananas. Well, you're in the same group as Jericho Darling now. So
Yeah, I know.
You have to understand what they were all dealing with.
I totally
you know?
understand it now. But like, for High Noon, I think the only most chaotic fight we had may have been the riverboat one.
All right, let me put it to you: the riverboat. I walked in to the main room with Loveless
with both bosses.
Oh, you were also trapped in the room with multiple bosses as well. That was fun.
Yeah, it was nuts. All right, so quick announcements: no vodcast tomorrow. It's America's birthday. Fuck yeah, America! We're doing great. Can't wait to celebrate how great we're doing tomorrow by eating the flesh of the dead, swimming in a pool. It'll be great. Sunday we got Kingmaker. Monday we got Stolen Fate, and in Stolen Fate they're trying to prevent Harambe's assassination. If that gives you an idea of what kind of campaign Stolen Fate is, in my hands.
And we're gonna
World-saving
fucking succeed.
campaign.
Tuesday is going to be the first session of my 7 Dooms for Sandpoint game that starts with the first edition adventure Burnt Offerings, and then has a 17-year time skip from first edition to second edition, so that they can then play out 7 Dooms for Sandpoint with actual backstory and stuff related to the adventure.
That's pretty awesome.
It is super awesome. It will not be streamed, but it will be recorded locally by me, and then it'll be a Patreon thing. So if anybody is curious about the campaign, wants to see my view of it as I'm running it, that'll be available. I am going to continue to stream my prep every Tuesday for that game, if anybody wants to kind of follow along with that. I did convert the entire Burnt Offerings PF1E adventure into a PF2E adventure, and then tie it better to the sequel, because that's what 7 Dooms for Sandpoint is, a sequel to Burnt Offerings. So I did tie them together. I'm pretty excited about it. First edition Pathfinder was, I mean, if you know anything about Skull and Shackles, it was very problematic in all the best ways. It was crazy. And Burnt Offerings was crazy. So I was delighted by how problematic it was. Real Baldur's Gate 3 energy from Burnt Offerings. And let's see, Wednesday nothing, and then Thursday we'll be back here. So there's a ton of games being run on our server, a ton of stuff going on our server, and I heard rumor that there may or may not be an in-person session of this campaign at some point. That'd be pretty cool. What? Maybe. I'll have to see.
I'm trying to build a boat. I'm
trying to build that boat. I realized I have 2 boat like 3D puzzle kits. I could try to get one of those put together. We got an airship
battle. Yeah.
Airship.
I have covered in super glue the entire session. While listening and playing, I have been gluing together masks.
Nice. You gonna do cloth sails, or are you gonna use the plastic sails that are included?
No, the sail, like the plastic is like attached.
Yeah.
To the top of the sail.
Nothing a razor blade won't fix, but
I'm not doing that. So.
Oh, okay.
No. It's hard enough to get this.
All right. Anybody have any announcements before we adjourn? No. All right. I will say this: where you are right now is the end of arc 1 of 6 arcs of the campaign. So it did take us a hot minute to get here, but I do feel like frequently with these kind of adventure paths, the first book is pretty long. The middle books and get shorter, and then the last book is always super duper short. So I don't think that every arc is going to take us 24 sessions to get through. But I do think that, we have quite a bit left to do and left to explore. But when you're done here, you will hit a milestone, level up to 4, and then you'll enter Act 2 of 6 of the planned narrative for the campaign. So it's a weird like, it's a linear narrative-ish, right? But like, it's also sandbox. If anything, it kind of feels a bit like Fire Emblem Three Houses, where you have like branching paths and stuff like that, and decisions like change, like who your allies are and who your enemies are, and things like that. But overall, there's still like a thing happening in the background. Well, in this campaign, there's 3 things happening in the background that will happen with or without you, and then you can engage with them as you see fit, as you get carried along with those 3 things that are happening. So that's sort of the premise. I don't know if you guys have sort of like zeroed in on any of the 3 things so far, but there's 3 main storylines that are all playing out side by side, intertwining, and you guys are a part of all 3 of the storylines in different amounts. So
guesses.
Yeah.
Also, we're trying to compete with Kingmaker, so we're gonna stretch this out.
Oh, were you? Oh, my bad. Listen. This is a fantastic group. I really enjoy showing up every week to play this game with you guys, and I really enjoy the story that I have written and I'm getting to share with you guys, and then the story that is being created with you guys. So I am fine with this, playing this for as long as you guys want, but I am gonna try to stick to a sort of framework that kind of moves the story forward. But yeah, that's I'm excited for it. I'm excited for you guys, and the next arc is going to have some pretty exciting stuff in it. So, all right. Well, hope everybody has a good weekend, and we'll continue this next week.
Awesome.
Thanks,
All right, have a
Ryan.
good one.
Yep. Night, everybody.
Thanks.
All right.
Thanks, everyone, for tuning in. Catch you later.
Later.